this is your idea of ladylike? You're gonna fit right in. Join us at Toyota Racing.
The Outlaws are heading to Smoky Mountain Speedway.
They're side by side for the lead down the front straightaway. Gets a big head of steam down the front straightaway. 2 laps to go. It's going to be a dynamite finish. Slowing job on the final lap of this one. Oh, man, that was dynamite.
Blood in our hearts, dirt in our veins. Come see the World of Outlaws late models near you.
MD3, the most advanced body panels on the market. Aerodynamically engineered, manufactured from the highest grade and lightest weight materials, tested tough for optimum performance. The highest quality and most durable products you'll find anywhere. Our products help racers around the world reach victory lane. Winning never looked so good. MD3, the #1 body choice for top dirt racers.
Lake Elmo, Minnesota. In his 8th year of Super Late Model competition, the Soyboard Calf Ranches, Blanda Pressure Washers, Hanco Corporation, Fuel Factory, The Real Cafe, B1, it's Brent Larson.
Only the toughest drivers can handle the World of Outlaws late model series. Only the toughest pressure washers carry the name Blanda.
Since 2016, DIG Race Products has had a sole focus on Northeast dirt modified shocks and suspension tuning. Located centrally in New York, DIG is the industry leader in at-track shock and setup support. This hands-on, at-the-track approach is what guides the design and development in delivering the highest quality shock absorbers to the dirt oval track market. Take your program to the next level and feel the difference on DIG.
DIRTVision presents World of Outlaws late models.
Flying job on the final lap of this one.
The best drivers, the biggest races.
How about it? Deja vu, back-to-back winner at Davenport with the Outlaws. Your winner, the smooth operator.
The best coverage.
I'm Hannah Newhouse. Want to welcome all of the fans.
The most powerful late models on the planet.
DIRTVision is home to the greatest shows on dirt.
While 3 of the most decorated late model drivers on the planet added to their Gator collections Wednesday night.
Off turn number 4, Dillard charging at the end. A little bit too late here. Checkered in the air for Ricky Thornton Jr. in 2018. Oh, they're going to race off turn number 4. Feature race winner number 2 is Superman. Jonathan Davenport wins it in 49. For your 3rd DIRTcar late model feature winner of the night, Evans, Georgia's Brandon Overton in 76.
The biggest marvel came from a Super DIRTcar racer known simply as Super Mac.
Checkered flag is out. Matt Shepard will win night number 1 of DIRTTcar Nationals.
Tonight, the Florida tradition continues as the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals rolls into Thursday, week 3, live on DIRTVision. That is after 3 days with the ASCS boys to end January. A week plus with the UMP Modifieds joined by the Outlaw Sprint Cars last week. That has given way to early USAC action this week, leaving just the late models and Super DIRTcar Series to close out the DIRTcar Nationals. Hello and welcome everybody to day 13's pre-race show. A little later than we expected from the DIRTVision studio. I am Dave Reef. With as many moving parts as a super late model engine, you definitely need a program to keep up with the program for each of the scheduled 6 late model shows this week. 2 different sanctions, 3 different sets of points, combined with the nation's best drivers that can confuse even the smartest among us. I am not one of them. But thank God for the program that told us that the final night of the DIRTcar late models called for 3 20-lap features designed to shake up the Big Gator points race. Flex. That is what Ricky Thornton Jr. did in the first 20-lap main event. The biggest surprises in this one were the 4th, 5th, and 6th place starters not finishing. It's Kyle Bronson, Carson Ferguson, the car you're seeing now, and Troutman each pull a DNF. Easy pickings for RTJ, who now has a second, a win, tonight's quick time qualifier, and another feature win, his second baby Gator. It all adds up to a stranglehold on the big Gator points at the halfway point of the week.
We unload to win every night, so if we can do if the driver can do his job, my crew's doing their job. As long as I don't screw it up, I think we'll have a really good shot. Like you said, we've been really good the last couple days. I felt really good there. I could really run across the bottom, enter up top, kind of do whatever I needed to. So I was kind of hoping I was going to be a later feature. It'd be a little bit drier, but we'll take anyone we can get.
Ethan Dotson continues to be impressive, but forced into a tough decision in lap traffic in Feature 2. It allowed Jonathan Davenport to go full Superman and sweep by for the lead to begin lap 14. 4 laps later, this time it's veteran Devin Moran that pulls this sneaky move in lap traffic, put the 99 up to P2. But caution on the white flag lap turned this one into another game-changing moment. And while there may not have been a lead change despite Moran pressuring Davenport, it's JD that earns his second career Gator. Mike Marlar did surprise Ethan Dotson for third. Behind Dotson in fourth, it's Brian Shirley from 11th to 5th. Monday night, Nick Hoffman earned his 25th career Gator, but over the last 2 nights, nothing to show from the pond over the final 2 DIRTcar nights. I would almost guarantee when the Outlaws begin tomorrow, he'll be back. Late race restart gave the Overton family out of Georgia something to cheer about as the younger sibling Cody got past Garrett Albertson for second, pulling to the rear bumper of his older brother. Both in frame, though, for only a moment because Big Sexy pulled away from little brother for the easy feature win, his 4th Gator of his career.
Definitely feels better. We're just steadily working on it. I feel like I got the best crew in the pits, so they just keep putting their heads together and working on it and giving me a better piece night in and night out. You think my parents were probably shitting their Christmas tree? I looked up and I seen him too. I said, damn, if he passes me, I'll never hear the end of it.
While each of the 3 feature winners added to their Gator collections, each also established themselves as the favorites to win the big Gator points race at the halfway point of the week. Ricky Thornton Jr. doubled the size of his Gator collection, is positioned to add his first ever points title to his collection, as he is the point leader. A stranger to Volusia's victory lane since 2008, Superman Jonathan Davenport's return puts him second, 20 points back, while Brandon Overton's 4th career Gator gives him a 40-point gap to try and overcome beginning tonight, which shifts its sanction to the world of Outlaws. Now, 2025 may still be in its infancy, but the rumor mill continues to run wild with silly season suggestions about who will run where. Case in point, Jonathan Davenport. If not for a scheduling conflict which involves his primary sponsor, well, this might have been the year that the 16-time Outlaws event winner pulled the trigger on an Outlaws point season. Still, something that the 40-year-old driver of the Double L Motorsports 49 would like to do before he calls it quits. Check out the Blairsville native. Right place, right time, using that lap traffic pick to get around pole sitter Ethan Dotson in last night's second feature. In front for good from there. Lap 15, though, Superman's skill was once again on display as all he left for Devin Moran was his cape to block the Hail Mary slide job. Still early enough in the year, wouldn't you like to be a fly inside the helmet of Jonathan Davenport should he continue his success in the next 3 nights with the Outlaws?
It's just a whole different package. I've never had an engine like this before, but we put our trust in Jack Cornett building us something bigger, something better. We thought for this place. So we've had to adjust on it a little bit. I've had to do some things that I don't normally do for the features, but last night it was just definitely glad we had it because it was all you could get and more last night. So I'm sure they'll be changing the track up on us a little bit. So just like any night, you just got to qualify well, and then you got to make it to turn 1 first. That's been a big discussion in the pit area this week. It's so hard to get in turn 1 here. It's getting pretty narrow, and these cars are so aero dependent. You can start outside pole and be 4th to 6th by the time you get off turn 2. So very important to get qualified good on the front row, and even more important to getting in turn 1 and come out not losing too many spots off turn 2.
From the veteran, let's go to the other side of the equation and talk about a future late model star who's thinking more about what he's done as a World of Outlaw rookie so far this year compared to anything else, perhaps including grabbing a Gator. Now, from a pick-and-choose schedule a year ago, California native Ethan Dotson has teamed up with John Henderson's ASDS Motorsports team out of South Carolina. And if the early season numbers are any indication, this is a duo that has hit the ground running and will be good. 4th and 12th at the 2 DIRTcar Sunshine events a month ago has proven to be an early season springboard for both Dotson and sophomore Cody Overton, who was technically the points leader early. The Outlaws taking over the sanctioning points the next 3 nights at the DCN. Their series points do come with a caveat, as the drivers can take their best 3 finishes between the Sunshine and DIRTcar Nationals. Further strong runs will force competitors, though, to keep an eye on Ethan Dotson. And while the Sunshine Nationals did officially kick off his rookie campaign, by the time Dotson and Team ASD rolled into Volusia, they already had 6 nights of racing under their belts, as the team used Vado Speedway Park and Golden Isles to ramp up their Outlaws efforts. Already with 5 top 5s through the first 15 starts across all competitions, including a 4th in last night's 2nd UMP feature, Dotson has already proven to be more than able to contend with all of the top talent, with a team that continues to have room to improve what they're getting out of their 74X.
I used to feel like I did good here, but last night I fucking sucked. So, yeah, I don't know. Car's been good and team's been good, but and just having the same cars and same motors and just getting comfortable and learning each other and just getting to race more is the biggest deal. I feel like helps me a lot. So hopefully we can race as much as we can this year and not get rained out tonight. I mean, I want to win. That's my goal. But yeah, just run consistent and try to always be there and win some races.
The opening night of the Super DIRTcar Series proved to not only be historic but confrontational, as an on-track disagreement was captured as part of the post-race podium picture. Not to put the cart ahead of the horse, but here's a bit of the conversation between race winner Matt Shepard and 2nd place Alex Jankowski.
Let the leader fire first. You're not leading the race. You're 3 quarters of a f***ing car. 1 or 2, it's every I have to because you jump me every That's bullshit. You're 3 quarters of a car ahead of me every time. I'm driving like a spoiled asshole.
That brings us to these highlights.
Matt Shepard going to have the lead off turn number 2 as they roll down the back straightaway. T-Bone wasting no time on the outside, moving into the number 2 spot as he'll take the long way around Billy Pouch Jr. to take over position number 2. Green flag back out on the speedway. We'll see if Jankowski's got anything for him as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Jankowski going to try to slide up in front of him. Meanwhile, Friesen and Krubber come together and Jeff Taylor nowhere to go. And that brings Yellow back out on the speedway once again as they head up into the corner. Take a look at the DIRTVision replay, and you see him just get a little too high and up. It looks like he got up and over in turn number 1 and 2, and it looks like Friesen at the front of that almost got into him in turn 1 and 2. Jeff Taylor nowhere to go, just tagged him at the last second. Jankowski loses a ton of ground to Shepard off turn number 4. Meanwhile, Rudolph going to slide to the number 4 spot. He'll get by T-Bone for spot number 4 as they head up into turn number 1 and 2 once again. Rudolph not going to stop there. He'll slide jump Billy Pouch Jr. off turn number 3, looking for 3rd. T-Bone takes advantage on the inside lane. Now Justin Ayers goes back to 3rd. What a great 3-car battle as Eric Rudolph gets up over the cushion. He'll lose a number of positions. Almost went up and over. A lot of damage as he just jumped the cushion. Meanwhile, T-Bone and Pouch come together in turn number 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 rather, and that's going to give Jimmy Phelps the number 5 spot. We'll see if that helps him on this restart. His green flag is out on the speedway. 12 laps to go. Jankowski and Shepard make contact as they come down the front straightaway. As they go up into turn number 1 and 2. Shepard goes back to the front. T-Bone looking for 2nd off turn number 2. Ayers will take the spot away. Jimmy Phelps going to follow, looking to get by, but now we've got 2 cars hooked in turn number 2. Tim Sears Jr. and Chris Yellow back out on the speedway again. 23-7 to go. Shepard gonna fire as they'll bring him off turn number 3 and 4. Green flag back out on the speedway. Here's 7 laps to go in this one. Denida Shepard leads him up into turn number 1 and 2. Justin Ayers retakes the number 2 spot as they head down the back straightaway. Jankowski in 3rd, Pouch in 4th. Battle for the number 5 spot between Alex Payne and the 98H and Jimmy Phelps as they bring him down the back straightaway, looking for win number 98 on the Super DIRTcar Series and the 11th here at Volusia Speedway Park. Checkered flag is out. Matt Shepard will win night number 1 of DIRTcar Nationals.
Mike Warren takes the words right out of my mouth. His 11th DIRTcar Nationals victory for the 10-time series champ. No other driver has more at Volusia Speedway Park. It also runs that career big block total in Super DIRTcar to 98, leaving him 2 shy of the century mark. The early big Big Gator points leader, obviously. Last night's finishing order also happens to be the top 10. Now, highlighting the other Matt, defending Big Gator champion Matt Williamson, he had to rebound from a ninth place finish after being forced to the tail with tire troubles. Remember, he is going for the series' first ever three-peat and overall 4th Volusia points championship. Now, so much more than just sheer speed. Racing can also become a highly charged emotional powder keg, well, that occasionally goes off. Well, such was the case last night as Alex Jankowski and Matt Shepard pushed each other to the limit, simply trying to agree how a race's restart should go. Now, according to the Super Dirt Car Rulebook, Section M, Line J, it is the pole car that sets the pace, and the front row starts the race together at a designated area, regardless of a displayed flag. So when the 84 of Jankowski, second in the race, got the jump before the race leader, Dave Farney's caution flag came out, displeasure gets communicated, and emotions take over. A combination of adrenaline, excitement, anxiety, and let's be honest, a lack of focus. But much like the old song Henry VIII, well, guess what? The second verse, the very next restart, same as the first, leading to a second exchange and perhaps a bump. But after an overnight, well, that's brought with it a new day and perhaps some clarity for what did turn into a third place finish for Alex Jankowski. It also came with a microphone to say what was on his mind heading into tonight.
You know, I thought we did everything good. Obviously, Shepard picked the pole, which always makes it tough, you know, to race a guy like that, starting out front clean air. And thought we did everything right. You know, I think the yellows really killed us. You know, every time we got a good jump on a restart or a passing or something, it seemed like the yellow come out, or you know, somebody would wreck running last or something. So just kind of one of those features where it felt like you worked really hard and you had the best car, but you know, things just fell against us. You know, we got to figure out how to turn to race in traffic. I think we got lucky drawing third there, that we were able to kind of get some clean air, but just kind of nervous about having to race guys, you know, in dirty air. I felt like a couple times last night I'd get close to Shepard and we just kind of pick up a push, you know, just not having the air. So I think we just need to get a better balance for, you know, in traffic.
Spirited, albeit a little less than our previous story. That is also a word that last night's runner-up Justin Hareskin used to describe the many battles he went through in the marathon big block event as the Phelps New York racer claimed his third ever podium at the DIRTcar Nationals. But that's not his best finish. Twice before as the three-time Land of Legends track champ in the three-car claimed a Sunshine State Gator Trophy. The first one in 2014, the second in 2017. Affectionately known by the nickname T-Bone, last night he carved his way through his field quite nicely, probably with the best seat in the house to watch all the action between Jankowski and Shepard in front of him. Well, that was out of his control. What was in his hands? Experience. As he unloaded fast and finished strong, which gives him plenty of confidence heading forward.
The whole night as a whole started out really well. Obviously, we went out and time trialed. Actually, in hot laps we were fast, and then time trialed first in our group, so you know that just keeps the night rolling and the ball heading in the right direction. So one thing I learned down here, you know, from experience was unloading fast. If you're chasing speed all week long, it's usually not a good thing. So you know, overall the night went pretty well. Obviously we had a you know, contention for the win, and I think our car was as good as Matt's, as good as Jankowski's. I think the top three cars were all pretty even, and you know, I think mine was maybe a little bit more maneuverable than they were, which is a good thing. So hopefully we can just you know, keep tweaking a little bit on it. We're going for that big Gator. I've been twice leading into the last night and haven't got one yet. So I think it owes me one, but if it doesn't, you know, we're just happy to be down here. 85-degree weather and you know, beautiful time. Always a great time here in Florida.
Was told a few moments ago by Mike Warren that the Super Dirt Car Series drivers meeting held earlier tonight was an interesting one for sure. Will the emotions spill over to today? Will it spread to the world of Outlaws late models? Let's all find out together as the afternoon rains have moved out of Volusia County, leaving a heavy racetrack and a program that should clip right along in its wake as we send it out to the guys that'll be calling the action out at Volusia Speedway Park. Buckle up and enjoy tonight's action.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Volusia Speedway Park for the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals and the opening night for the World of Outlaws Late Models. My name's Ruben Morales, the voice of the World of Outlaws Late Models, up in the booth alongside the voice of the Super DIRTcar Series, Mike Warren. Mike, a little bit of storms moving through the Volusia Speedway Park area earlier, but hey, we are racing tonight. Just a little bit of extra ironing in that we have to do here. A little delayed start, but hey, better late than never.
Exactly. We're going to get ready. Super DIRTcar Series Hot Lap's going to be coming your way momentarily. A little bit of a flip-flop of the order that we had last night. It'll be the Super DIRTcar Series first throughout the entire night. Then the World of Outlaw Late Models will also be in action following that. So we'll kick things off with Hot Laps, move into qualifying sessions, go back-to-back pretty much all night. And it's going to be good. Good to see the World of Outlaw Late Models. Of course, you guys about a month ago got on the track for the first time during Sunshine Nationals. So race number 3 for you guys, race number 2 for us this evening.
Yeah, it was really fun. Of course, the one driver out there right now, Garrett Alberson, picked up his richest career victory with the World of Outlaws Late Models here at the Sunshine Nationals. And Ryan Gustin, season opener winner with the World of Outlaws, and in for another great addition. As you mentioned, 58 entries for the World of Outlaws Late Models here this evening. That is the most since 2022. We were supposed to have 61, Mike. 61. Daniel Hilseback unfortunately hurt a motor, and Matt Tiff not racing tonight, and then Seth Zacharias ended up leaving. So that would have been the biggest car count since 2012, but nonetheless still a healthy field here for the opening night of the World of Outlaws Late Models, and a great field of big blocks down there as well.
Going to be exciting. We're down to 41 this evening. Of course, a couple of cars, one mainly Stuart Friesen, not going to be with us this evening. Found a little bit of engine trouble after last night's feature event, and of course with the truck commitments as well going on this week. That's going to be it for Friesen here at DIRTcar Nationals. So unfortunate to see the 47-time Super DIRTcar Series winner not going to be in action the next 3 nights, but we still got a plethora of big block modifieds already down there on pit road. And you know, we have one driver approaching the century mark, a guy that's dabbled in late models a little bit. Matt Shepard, 98th career Super DIRTcar Series win one night ago in what was a wild feature event, to say the least.
Yeah, talking about milestones, Brent Larson tonight going to make his 300th Outlaw start. Pretty cool there. And just want to talk about the Big Gator champions. Of course, your points started last night for the Big Gator. The World of Outlaw Late Models now carry the torch for the DIRTcar Nationals Big Gator Championship for the late model portion of the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals. After 3 nights of dirt car racing, Ricky Thornton Jr. is your Big Gator point leader at the moment by 20 points over Jonathan Davenport. And then Brandon Overton, 40 points behind in third. Max Blair 4th, Cade Dillard 5th, Bobby Pierce 6th, Nick Hoffman 7th, Devin Moran 8th, Tyler Erb 9th, and Mike Marlar 10th, 73 points behind for the Big Gator Championship. The Big Gator started in 2012 for the World of Outlaw Late Models. 2012, Dennis Erb Jr., your Big Gator champion. Josh Richards, the champion in 2013. Scott Bloomquist, 2014. Shane Clanton, 2015. Josh Richards won his second in 2016. Clanton also won his second in 2017. Chris Madden, 2018. Shepard back-to-back in 19 and 21. Devin Moran back-to-back years 21 and 22. Tim McCready, 2023. And Brandon Shepard, fresh off his 3rd Gator a year ago. 6 of the 8 past champions in attendance here tonight.
And that's pretty cool to see. You know, all those guys in action, guys. We're getting excited to see that. Of course, plenty of our champions as well. Jimmy Phelps, Matt Shepard, Matt Williamson, who's looking for his 3rd consecutive Gator. Larry White, who's already got 3 to his credit as well. Drivers that are trying to find their way in and get the Big Gator and try to regroup after night number 1. They've seen the track a little bit. We'll see if they can get a little bit better in some cases. As a few guys that you're not used to seeing toward the bottom of the lineup last night in the results, see if they can get back toward the top before things are all said and done. As you see the big blocks on pit road, as crowds starting to file in here as we continue through Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals. Been a fun couple of weeks so far, Ruben, and hard to believe we're down to the final 3 days already, but we got 3 jam-packed days coming your way.
Yeah, 3 jam-packed nights, that's for sure. Full pit area of race cars. Brutus was out today down there in the Gator Pond.
Rain didn't bother him either.
Yeah, no, rain did not bother him at all. And, of course, 2 big Gators still left to be given out here this weekend. That'll come Saturday. We hope you race fans join us tomorrow and Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us today, and of course thank you for your patience. We can't control the weather, but hey, it's been sunny, it's been great. Of course, our sister series, the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Mike, how about this? We've seen a new winner in every series so far this month here at Volusia, except the World of Outlaws, but we were close. Emerson Axum almost won, spun out while leading, and that was the night that the return to sprint car racing was pretty cool. Christopher Bell picking up the win, but we've seen a new winner in the DIRTcar UMP Modifieds. We already saw one with us, Garrett Alberson. We saw ASCS Emerson Axum winning. No, it was not Emerson.
Justin Peck.
Justin Peck. Yes, Justin Peck winning with American Sprint Car Series. And, of course, a plethora of new DIRTcar UMP Modified feature winners as well.
Including one that's going to be in the big block field again tonight. We talked about it last night. Justin Stone became the first driver from the state of Vermont to win a Gator during DIRTcar UMP Modified action. He's back in the big block, coming off of an 11th place finish last night for the third-generation driver out of Middlebury, Vermont. And, well, so far, the guy who won last night at our event, not exactly new. Matt Shepard's done this 11 times. He actually set the record last night for the most wins in Super DIRTcar Series history. Of course, Big Blocks did run before that, but the Super DIRTcar Series officially sanctioning the first event back in 2005.
Talking about Matt Shepard, how about Matt Williamson dethroning him last year? A different champion with you guys. Matt Williamson, that was pretty neat to see. A very competitive year for you guys, and I'm sure you're expecting another great competitive season this year.
It's going to come down to the wire in Charlotte most likely once again. And, you know, Williamson had a great year in that Buzz Shoe Racing number 88. Came right down to the wire down in Charlotte between him and Shepard throughout the season, and it was interesting, but it ended up Williamson being on top for his second championship.
Also a part of the broadcast is Ashton Smythe. Downstairs to Ashton.
Thanks so much, Ruben. Very happy to be here. And forward to here tonight as cars are still rolling onto the racetrack to help with packing here before we get started with hot laps and qualifying sessions, and then lots of heat race action. But let's talk Super DIRTcar Series for just a second here. Billy Pausch Jr., who had such a strong run here yesterday, ended up with a 4th place podium. We talked to him earlier on, and something funny that he told us, he said, I asked him, what's it going to be, what's it going to take for you to get that big gator at the end of the week? And he said, no, I'm going to have to go catch it in the pond himself. So not too confident about picking up a big gator, but really close to picking up a little gator with a 4th place run last night in his best DCN finish. But a lot of different challenges that these drivers had to face during that 30-lap feature, and the biggest one was fuel. Now, our winner, Matt Shepard, actually ran out of fuel as he crossed the checkered flag, and this was something that was usual for a lot of those teams. Talking to a lot of them down in the infield, I talked to Jack Laner's and Alex Jankowski's crews as well, and they said we were getting really nervous there in the last couple laps that we were going to run out. Now, 30 laps is a lot shorter than what we're typically used to seeing with the Super DIRTcar Series, but a lot of these teams choosing to short fuel because of that shorter distance to help with weight and a lighter race car around the racetrack. So we'll see how that plays a factor again tonight with only 30 laps on the docket. We might see some of these guys short fueling again here. But guys, it was an amazing feature last night. Restart after restart. Jankowski and Shepard put on quite the show for all the fans at home. Billy Pausch Jr. also setting the fast time, another big story coming out of yesterday. So we're looking forward to a lot of great ones here tonight as cars are getting ready to roll for hot laps in just a couple moments.
Well, thank you, Ashton. As you see the World of Outlaws late models coming in to finish out the track as well as we get ready to roll, getting closer to our hot lap sessions this evening. And it was a crazy feature with the restarts last night, as we'll see who's going to get the jump in our qualifying session a little bit later as well, as you see the late models working their way onto the Speedway. And guy coming down the front straightaway. And I think we've all talked about this after Sunshine Nationals, Ruben. I think if there's not one person that had Cody Overton leading the points coming out of Sunshine Nationals on their bingo card.
Yeah, of course, you know, Cody Overton finishing second to his brother last night, all the way from 8th to 2nd. But Cody Overton, you know, he's dreaming. And, of course, got a big win at Screven, you know, while we've been off here. Went to Screven last week, won a big race there. Cody Overton's been really, really good. And he told me, you know, we changed the paint scheme to the 2 is going to bring us better luck, and so far it really has. He's been unstoppable so far, and Cody Overton's been really good. He's all like, man, I don't know if I keep this point lead, though. He's like, at least I keep it these 3 DIRTcar nights, right? But we'll see if we can keep it tonight. Cody Overton, the current Outlaw point leader, and now the Stein Motorsports number 2. Still owned by Dave Stein and all them. He just sold TriStar, and now just Stein Motorsports. Good to have the 2 of Cody Overton leading the points right now over MD3 Rookie of the Year point leader Ethan Dotson. The highest any rookie has ever finished in the point standings is 2nd, and Ethan Dotson right now has that.
I'm going to take a guess and say that was Tanner English in 2022.
You are correct.
That's like I wrote about her.
Do you know the second highest finishing rookie with the World of Outlaws?
Is it Max Blair, third?
No, it's Ricky Weiss in third. Well, yeah, I guess,
yeah.
tied, yes. Yes, just most recent, I guess. Brandon Shepard, third in the World of Outlaw point standings, 4 points behind. Him and Dodson are tied. Ryan Gustin, fourth, 8 behind. Nick Hoffman, fifth, 10 behind. Bobby Pierce sits sixth, 12 behind. Drake Troutman, seventh. Kyle Bronson, eighth. Kay Dillard, ninth. Max Blair, 10th. The beautiful part, Mike, about getting tonight in and not canceling or raining out or anything like that, with the World of Outlaws, we're taking your best 3 between Sunshine Nationals and DIRTcar Nationals. So out of the 6 races, one's been rained out. Out of the 5, we're taking your best 3. That will allow teams to drop their worst 2 nights from Volusia, and that'll really tighten up the points going into Smoky Mountain on March 14th.
That does, and that's one thing that's a little bit different. I know it's just a little bit different over the past couple of years, because the way that, unfortunately, Mother Nature broke the last couple of years, every race ended up being counted for the World of Outlaws because that's just the amount of races in. But, you know, that's what's going to make things interesting. But at the same time, they're still all chasing a big gator in the grand scheme of things for many of these guys. But now, you know, your decisions might be a little bit different in the feature, because this counts for the entire season for a lot of these guys, unlike the last 3 nights.
Yes, exactly. And you look at the past champions, the ones that have gone on to win a championship. You know, Shane Clanton, 2015, he won the Big Gator here. He went on to win the championship in the 25. Brandon Shepard, of course, he's gone on to win multiple World of Outlaws championships. 2019, 2020, when they won the Big Gator, went on to win the championship. So, you know, it's been done before. Josh Richards as well, so in 2016. So these guys, of course, just starting to get off on the right foot, and that's one thing that I talked about with a lot of these guys, and especially Ryan Gustin. Ryan Gustin, I talked to them down in the pit area. The car that he won with here at the Sunshine Nationals isn't even on property. It's in Iowa, and he knows he has to get off to a good start. Hannah, down in the pit area, also joining us in the broadcast. Hannah, what do you got?
Well, Ruben, you guys just made a really good point of Ryan Gustin and, of course, a couple other drivers that are carrying a ton of momentum. But, you know, I want to talk to you a little bit about the racetrack and what we're seeing. And, of course, we've got cars on the racetrack right now that are currently wheel packing, getting this track prepped in. But Volusia is a weird racetrack in the sense that we start our season here, we come back here, and you almost have to subsection the 2 different races between Sunshine Nationals and DIRTcar Nationals. When we were here in mid-January, it was cold, it was wet. We, of course, didn't get that Thursday portion in. We had a very choppy racetrack with a lot of character in it. And then we come here back again with the first couple nights being DIRTcar late models, and we saw a very slick, wide racetrack. The first 2 days we saw a dirty, crummy racetrack last night, and now we're once again in completely different track conditions than we're used to seeing. So there's a reason a lot of these drivers, they say, man, Volusia is so hard to start our season with because it's very unpredictable. You can feel like you get a grasp on it, and in a matter of moments that racetrack changes, or you feel like you run good on Tuesday night and Wednesday is a completely different program. So to have your speed weeks kind of end here and then get your 2025 season started off here as well, man, it tests even some of the best drivers. But I want to circle back to Cody Overton, who you guys had talked about. You know, we only interviewed the winners of each of those 3 DIRTcar late model features last night, and Cody finished second, and I was like, you know, I wouldn't even mind pulling Cody up here and doing second, because we knew that his interview was going to be funny. He had a permagrin coming down the front stretch when he finished second, and I did get a chance to talk to him before tonight's race, and he said, honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it was almost a mind game knowing that it was my brother, because I know if I did get to him, I was going to race him 10 times as hard. I was willing to face the consequences, but also at the same time, oh my gosh, it's my brother, right? Like, how am I going to handle this if I were to get there? But the Cody Overton that we're seeing this week, this year, is a completely different Cody Overton than we saw this week last year. I talked to him on staging last year on this night, and I remember he was shaken. He said, I am so nervous. I literally just cannot wait to leave here. I don't feel comfortable. I'm still learning these super late models. He's got a new car. He's got that number 2, which is his original number. That's why they made that decision to switch over to the 2. It's still the same team, just his original racing number. He said, I think it's a little bit of a lucky number 2. The confidence is there for him as a driver. He's our current points leader, and you know, sometimes that's all it takes. These drivers get comfortable, they get confident, they get a good team behind him, and for some reason, Volusia is just simply working for him and their team. But again, a curveball tonight with the moisture in the racetrack, and this is the coldest it's been so far here at DIRTcar Nationals. That temperature has gone down, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm about to go grab a jacket as well before we're even ready to go with hot laps. So I think you're going to see that very present in how the track conditions really adapt throughout the night. And these drivers, they're going to have to adapt over it as well with the big blocks here, because the big blocks widen out the racetrack for us, and it's definitely a different race surface than when we had the modifieds here or when we had the USAC sprint cars, Ruben.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, Hannah. Good stuff down there. Brandon Overton did tell me I would not hear the end of it if my little brother would have beat me. You know, Cody would have been all over that, just cheesing at the dinner table every single time.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, those two always been fun to talk to in the pit area as well. And, you know, Brandon getting the win over Cody, and it's going to be interesting to see what Cody can do tonight back in Outlaw competition, as late models still making their way onto the Speedway, finishing up the wheel packing, as you see Reed Millard making his way out along with Nick Hoffman. And there's a driver, picked up a little gator earlier this week.
Yeah.
Had a tough start to Sunshine Nationals, but not in the way you'd think, because he knows he was in contention, just things didn't go his way.
Yeah, in contention both nights, and then turns 1 and 2 was just his kryptonite all weekend long, but Nick Hoffman still managed to finish in the top 10. Him and Shepard were the only ones to finish in the top 10 both nights there that have, of course, paid the loyalty deposit with the World of Outlaws late models. So, you know, they set themselves up good in point standings. Shepard 3rd, Hoffman in 5th, and Hoffman just came back every single night in that Titanic number 9. Nick Hoffman, talked to him earlier, of course, 7 Big Gator champions, 22 DIRTcar National wins with the DIRTcar UMP Modified. Trying to get another one and add it to his gator pond in his shop. For those that don't know what we're talking about when we say that, built a brand new shop, and he put a little corner that has a beautiful wrap, Volusia Speedway Park sign, the palm trees, and it made a little gator pond, has all his little gators around it. It's pretty neat.
And don't forget too, if Hoffman were to take home the big gator this week, it would be Ty Twarog's 3rd, picking up 2 with Devin Morand earlier this decade as well. So that team knows how to get it done in Volusia, no matter who the driver has been. But of course, Hoffman, well, he's got a few of those gators, to say the least.
Yeah, and should be a good one. So drivers just wheel packing around the Speedway. Getting the bottom, getting the top. This track looking smooth top to bottom. There you see the speed shot on DIRTVision. Dave Farney looking over the drivers there in the flag stand. And there you see the track widening out pretty nice there in turn number 1. When this track, Mike, starts out wet, it produces some good features.
It does, and it's going to be some fast laps here to get things started in just a little bit. As you see a few late models starting to peel off, we'll get the big blocks onto the Speedway momentarily for their first hot lap session this evening.
Track record 15.1 flat, 15.100, set by Bobby Pierce a year ago at the Sunshine Nationals on January 19th. We'll see if anybody can touch that here tonight. I'd say there's a good chance at it.
For the big blocks, it's 16.794, sent by Jamie Mills back on February 1st in 2015. So a 16.794 going to be the time to beat here at Volusia Speedway Park for the big blocks where they get out here. So a couple of fast track records, as this group still on the racetrack, just finishing up the wheel packing in front.
.58 entries, as I mentioned. We'll have Group A, B qualifying 6 heat races tonight, 29 cars in both Group A and B. We will qualify. Group A, heats 1, 2, and 3. Group B, heats 4, 5, and 6. Take the top 3 from each heat race. We will have a top 6 redraw. The winners only to the top 6 redraw, all in hopes of the Bill Stein Pole Award. Tonight, $12,000 to win, 35-lap feature event. We'll have 3 last chance showdowns, taking the top 2. $1,000 to start tonight for the World of Outlaws late models. And while cars pack the racetrack, for those of you race fans that follow us on social media, you saw the big news with the World of Outlaws late models. You have a chance to win some money. Get the expert betting insights on this week's World of Outlaws late model action at Volusia Speedway Park from NXT Bets. Must be 18 years or older, 21 years or older in some states as well. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Go to NXT Bets/play DIRTcar. From head to head and choosing some drivers on there as well. Go to NXT Bets/play DIRTcar.
Late model still on the Speedway now, finishing up the track packing portion as Again, a few of them starting to peel off. We'll see if a few more make their way off of this racing surface before the big blocks will make their way out for their first hot lap session. As if you're just joining us, a little bit of rain falling earlier this afternoon here at Volusia Speedway Park, so just getting the track in order before we see fast laps for the first time this evening as the Super DIRTcar Series gets ready for its second night of action. Here at Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals, Matt Shepard picking up the win last night. In the opener, 3 out of the last 4 for Super Matt, as he chases his third Big Gator Trophy coming up for this week, as you see David Farney down in the flag stand. Get to give you Dave for a couple of nights. You know, we're used to seeing him every single race.
But Dave is one of the best at what he does. Cars making their way to the top side of the racetrack, putting the final touches around Volusia Speedway Park. Series Director Steve Francis, 2007 World of Outlaws champion, down there looking at the racetrack as well, communicating with drivers, making sure all is good, making sure the racetrack is in tip-top shape. Again, race fans, from all of us here at World Racing Group, we thank you so much for your patience and cooperation here this evening. A little bit of storms going through Volusia Speedway Park earlier today, but Mike Van Gendren and track crew have been hard at it. And thank these teams for coming out here and helping roll in this racetrack. And she looks smooth top to bottom. There's the 32, Bobby Pierce. Bobby Pierce going for his second career World of Outlaws title. The reigning World 100 champion out of Oakwood, Illinois. 31 career Outlaw victories, cracking the top 10 on the all-times wins list with the World of Outlaws late models. You look at the top 10 in the all-time wins list, Brandon Shepard sits first with 86. We'll give you the top 10. Josh Richards with 78. Darrell Lanigan third with 74. Shane Clanton fourth with 48. Billy Moyer fifth with 42. Chris Madden sixth with 39. Rick Eckert seventh with 38. Scott Bloomquist, Tim McCready with 33, tied for eighth, and Bobby Pierce in the top 10 with 31. Brandon Shepard, 5-time champion. We'll see if he's a defending champion. Of course, some of these drivers signing the loyalty deposit with the World of Outlaws, and of course committing to Lucas Oil as well. So we will see if he's a defending champion this year, but 5-time champion for sure. If he runs a tour, he'll definitely be a defending champ. The 2024 champion, 2021, 2019, and 17. Him and Mark Richards, and there you see Tyler Erb out of New Waverly, Texas on your screen as well. Tyler Erb. DIRTcar Summer Nationals champion last year.
You mentioned Bobby Pierce, Ruben. You said 31 victories. It's hard to believe all 31 are within 4 seasons. His first one came back in 2021.
Which, at the time, remember, we on DIRTVision, we talked about it, and fans raved about it on social media. They couldn't believe it, that was his first win. That was 2021. Yeah, 21.
Farmer City.
Yeah. Farmer City, Illini 100, I believe. Yeah, 14-win season last year on the Outlaw Tour alone. But nonetheless, Mike, Super DIRTcar Series making their way onto the Speedway. I believe wheel packing has concluded, and we are ready for hot laps.
Yes, we are. Round number 1 of the Super DIRTcar Series hot lap session is going to roll its way onto the Speedway, and leading them out made the show last night here at Volusia Speedway Park out of Bound Brook, New Jersey, in the George's Garage AMI. Car number 8, it's Rich Scalata. Rich Scalata going to make his way down the back straightaway. Then behind him, the driver out of Trois-Rivières, Quebec, Canada. In the Genetic Enterprises, car number 35 is Francois Belmer. Francois Belmer going to work his way down the backstretch. The next driver, they call him Towmater. Out of Queensbury, New York, in the Generation 2, car number 14B, that is Brendan Dara. Brendan Dara making his way down into turn number 3 and 4. And it's a driver we talked about a little bit earlier this evening. Picked up a Gator and DIRTcar UMP modified competition a week ago. In the G-Stone Motors, car number 15X out of Middlebury, Vermont, that is Justin Stone. Justin Stone rolls his way into turn number 3 and 4. Behind him, coming off a third-place finish last night, the Millman's Napa Auto Parts, car number 84Y, the defending Summerfast champion. That's Kid Rock and Alex Jankowski. He'll make his way down the front straightaway. Then making his way off of turn number 4 will be your 2024 Super DIRTcar Series Rookie of the Year in the Nardozzi Paving and Construction, car number 78 out of Hopewell, New York. That's Alex Payne. Alex Payne will work down the front straightaway. Behind him, it's a 2023 Rookie of the Year out of Napierville, Quebec, in the Gamache Group Archipel. Car number 91, Hollywood, Felix Waugh. Felix Waugh, we're going to work down into turn number 1 and 2. Then behind him at a Rutland, Vermont, in the All Points, car number 22 machine. That's going to be Bubba McPhee. Bubba McPhee will make his way down into turn number 1 and 2 as well. Into turn number 1, your winner one night ago in the Hurlock Auto and Speed Supply, Gibbons Produce, St. Lawrence Radiology, Westmoreland Golf Club. Car number 9S, it's Super Matt Shepard. And behind him out of Stanley, New York, in the MP Delivery, car number 7Z, that's going to be Zach Payne. So the first group of hot laps making their way out onto the Speedway. Don't forget, whoever has the fastest lap this evening in our hot lap sessions will be the recipient of the Jam Performance Fastest Hot Lap Award, worth $100. It was T-Bone Justin Ayers that picked up that award one night ago as we go green flag racing here in this first session of hot laps for the Super DIRTcar Series this evening. Cars getting their first fast laps around the Speedway as just working the track in a little bit. 20.696, the fastest so far for Justin Stone. Expecting that to get a little bit faster as the track just finished getting worked in out here on the Speedway. White flag going to be displayed to the field as they roll into turn number 1 and 2 as cars slowing up into the corner. That's going to be Bubba McPhee. As you see Alex Payne working through turn number 2 as the yellow comes out on the Speedway immediately. And they're going to get the yellow and checkered as Justin Stone, the quickest so far with a 20.696. Alex Jankowski, second quick, 20.894. Alex Payne, third quick with a 21.064. A few cars taking the right-hand turn back out. You see Justin Stone making his way down through turn number 3 and 4. Was a rookie contender last season. Of course, Ruben mentioned a little bit earlier on the late model side, the chase for MD3 Rookie of the Year. That's also going to be the case of the Super DIRTcar Series here in 2025. As see who's going to be our MD3 Rookie of the Year a little bit later in the season once championship point standings start on March 29th down at the New Egypt Speedway. Or, well, up at the New Egypt Speedway. We're in Florida. Next group going to work its way out onto the Speedway. Last night, she made it into her first Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals feature event. In the 5H machine out of Fulton, New York, that's Amy Holland. Amy Holland will work down the back straightaway. Then behind her, coming off of a top 10 finish one night ago out of Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, that's 21A, the Batman, Peter Britton. Peter Britton will work his way down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Then behind him, a driver who rallied for a top 10 run and was your hard charger one night ago. Out of Montgomery, New York, at the Vinny Salerno-owned Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Tire Discount Center, mats and overhead doors. Car number 4, that is Anthony Perego. The Ant-Man going to roll down into turn number 3 and 4. Next driver in line is the number 9 car out of Sharpsville, Pennsylvania. That is Will Thomas. Will Thomas will make his way down into turn number 3 and 4. Made the redraw in last night's program. Then behind him in the Shackleton Auto and Truck Parts, Accurate Collision of Pompano Beach, Florida. Car number 16X, that's Danny Creedon. Danny Creedon will work his way down into turn number 3 and 4 as well. Next driver in line to Drummondville, Quebec, in the Lausier Racing car number 28 machine. That's the Rocket, Mario Claire. Mario Claire will make his way down into turn number 3 and 4. And behind him will be the Don Grebe Construction car number 58 out of Ole, Pennsylvania. It's Loudon Reimer. Loudon Reimer making his way down to Florida from the Keystone State. Next car out onto the Speedway out of Waterloo, New York, in the Monadnock Disposal Service, car number 48 to the Big Show, Dave Rauscher. Dave Rauscher will make his way down the front straightaway. Couple more cars out onto the track for this next hot lap session. The 29 machine of Garrett Crummert had a hard wreck in turn number 1 night ago for the driver to West Middlesex, Pennsylvania, but he's back ready to roll tonight for night number 2 of Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals. That'll be the Swordhouse Crane Service, car number 14 machine out of Beaver Dams, New York. That is Brian Swordhouse. Brian Swordhouse makes his way down the front straightaway as well in that red and white number 14. One final car out on the Speedway for this second hot lap session be the driver out of Clayton, New York. Behind the wheel of the Express Caprera Ford. Car number 11 machine, it's Matt Caprera. Matt Caprera making his way down the front stretch. The FX Caprera Ford. Rusty Johnson Masonry. Number 11 entry as group number 2 of hot laps is on the Speedway. Remaining under yellow flag conditions here for just a few minutes. You see Amy Holland, of course, one of the 2 HBR racing cars here this week, along with the 98H of Jimmy Phelps, who came off a 4th place run 1 night ago. Anthony Perego won the 2024 season finale at the dirt track at Charlotte during World Finals last year. Also picked up the opener in the championship season at New Egypt 1 year ago during Power in the Pines. 3rd in the final standings 1 year ago. And the signal has gone down. Drivers are going to fire. We're going to get some fast laps rolling here in session number 2 of hot laps for the Super DIRTcar Series this evening. So session number 2 underway. Cars getting their fast laps going. That's Matt Caprera working his way up into turn number 1 and 2. Batman Peter Britton, the defending champion at the Albany Saratoga Speedway, works his way down the backstretch in the 21A machine. Field seeing the white flag now. In this second session for the Super DIRTcar Series this evening. Mario Claire, the quickest with a 20.533 so far. As yellow and checkers come out onto the Speedway. Loudon Reimert second quick with a 20.569. Justin Stone third quick, 20.696. Garrett Crummert fourth quick, 20.824. And Alex Jankowski 5th quick with a 20.894, but so far the Rocket, Mario Claire, quickest in that number 28 machine, making the long haul down from Drummondville, Quebec. Of course, we'll be in Drummondville for the King of the North in the final week of July. Looking forward to that one. As always, our good friends from Autodrome Drummond up there, Jan Bussiere and company, before heading to the Brockville, Ontario Speedway to finish off a 3-night Canadian swing. As group number 3 going to roll its way onto the Speedway. Leading this group out off turn number 2 will be the driver at Chittenango, New York, in the Wild Animal Park, car number 11 machine. That is Jeff Taylor. Jeff Taylor will work his way down into turn number 3 and 4. Then behind him, the driver to Saratoga Springs, New York, in the Benson's Pet Center, car number 2. It's the Ginger Ninja, Jack Lehner. Jack Lehner going to power his number 2 machine down into the corner. Then it'll be the driver out of Medina, New York, at the number 11, and it's Ricky Newton. Ricky Newton in the yellow car. Going to roll his way down into turn number 3 and 4. Following him down through 3 and 4 will be the driver to Milford, Delaware, in the IG Burton Chevrolet, car number 30 machine. It's H.J. Bunting. H.J. Bunting going to roll down off turn number 4, one of the drivers out of the first state. It'll be one of your last chance showdown winners from a night ago. Next in line, driver out of East Canaan, Connecticut. Rolling through turn number 3 and 4. That's going to be the 35 of Chris Curtis. Then behind him will be the driver out of Garnerville, New York. Driving the Schultz Ford, Curtis Landscaping, car number 21M. It's Bob Buchanan, Big Brother Bob, making his way out to the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals. Then it'll be the driver to Rutland, Vermont, the Crash Palace Speed Center, 802 Towing and Recovery, North Country Market, number 14 of C.G. Maury out there on the Speedway. And it'll be with the driver who has already made his intentions clear to run for MD3 Rookie of the Year in 2025 with the Super DIRTcar Series at Neshannock Station, New Jersey. Driving the number 6 machine, it's going to be Matt Stengel. Matt Stengel going to make his way down the front straightaway. Active disposal also on the side of that machine. Full tilt labs as well. Lightning Larry White, the FX Caprera Honda. Tracy Road Equipment, Jammer Sports Bar and Pub. Troyer Race Cars this year for Larry White in the 99L machine. And one more driver out there on the Speedway. We already saw Jeff Taylor, but the driver out of Baldwinsville, New York, and the J&B Installations, HBR Racing car number 98H, the Baldwinsville Bandit, Jimmy Phelps, coming off a top 5 run from one night ago. The 2022 Big Gator champion out on the Speedway as we go green with session number 3 for the Super DIRTcar Series Hot Laps. Chris Gert is going to go fastest overall. Track continues to get a little bit quicker. 19.8 for the driver of East Canaan, Connecticut. Larry White going to go second quick with a 19.981. Jack Lehner up to third quick, 20.031. H.J. Bunting fifth quick, 20.447. Bob Gannett to the top with a 19.612. As remember, the Jam Performance Fastest Hot Lap Award on the line throughout this session. Still McGannon at the top, 19.612, going to be the time to beat. As drivers take the checkered flag. C.G. Morey, fifth quick with a 20.119. As hot lap session number 3 for the Super DIRTcar Series will come to a close. One more session set to make its way onto the Speedway. And we'll get the World of Outlaws late models on the Speedway for the first time for their hot lap sessions coming up after this. Leading them out, had some damage one night ago. Another driver at Neshannock Station, New Jersey, in the Danny's Pizza Pizzazz, car number 51 machine. That is Ryan Krachin. Ryan Krachin will make his way up through turn number 1 and 2. Then it'll be the defending Super DIRTcar Series champion out of St. Catharines, Ontario, in the Buzz Shoe Chevrolet, Barron's Performance Warehouse, North Country Market. Car number 88, it's Money, Matt Williamson. Matt Williamson will make his way down the back straightaway, coming off a 9th place finish last night. Then it'll be the driver out of Perth, Ontario, in the trailer country of Perth, Ontario, car number 66. It's Corbin Miller. Corbin Miller making his way down the back straightaway. And we'll see the driver over in turn number 2, also coming off a top 5 run last night. Behind the wheel out of Frenchtown, New Jersey. In the Shackleton Auto and Truck Parts Pioneer Pole Buildings, car number 1 at the Kids Kid, Billy Pouch Jr. Billy Pouch Jr. going to make his way down into turn number 3 and 4. Next car in line hails out of Binghamton, New York, in the Jeremy Smith Racing Smith Site Development, car number 12. That is Darren Smith. Darren Smith going to make his way down into turn number 3 and 4. Then it will be the driver out of Hastings, New York, making his first appearance here at Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals in the EMV Energy Pit Stop Convenience Store, Consolas Quarries, car number 83X. That is Tim Sears Jr. Tim Sears Jr. going to roll down into turn number 3 and 4. And it's the driver who finished second in last night's feature event, hailing out of Phelps, New York. In the Phelps Cement Products, Honeyoy Auto Parts, car number 3, it's T-Bone, Justin Ayers. Justin Ayers will work his way down into turn number 3 and 4. Behind him is the driver out of Ransomville, New York, in the Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Sterling Lubricants, car number 25, it's Eric Rudolph. Eric Rudolph will make his way down into the corner. Then the final car at the racetrack, actually second to last car, that'll be the 28 of Eric Lausier out there on the Speedway, in the second of the two 2018 team cars. Then the final car hails out of Quakertown, Pennsylvania. The Beacon Building Products, car number 20. That is the Quaker Shaker, Rick Laubach, Scooby as he's also known. Out there on the Speedway here for this 4th and final set of hot laps for the Super DIRTcar Series. Jam Performance Fastest Hot Lap Award on the line, 19.612 for Bob McGannon. Big brother Bob at the top of this one, but the track has continued to get faster through hot laps, and we will see if anybody can knock that number off here in this final session as Dave Varney telling them to go. Green flag is coming out on the Speedway now. Williamson of the Bush Shoe Chevrolet number 88 machine continuing to roll through turn number 3 and 4. Ninth place finish for Money Matt one night ago as green flag out on the Speedway in this fourth and final hot lap session this evening. Williamson going to go to second quick with a 19.4654. Billy Pouch Jr. to the top now with a 19.211. Corbin Miller second quick with a 19.478. So drivers quickly moving to the top of the leaderboard. Tim Sears Jr. fourth quick, 19.610. Darren Smith's ahead of that with a 19.544. As checkered flag going to come out on the Speedway, and that will complete the hot lap sessions for the Super Dirt Car Series this evening. And getting tonight's Jam Performance Fastest Hot Lap Award is the driver out of Frenchtown, New Jersey. And just as I say that, two drivers sneak in and get a faster time at the last second. Eric Rudolph beats it with an 18.807 right at the end of that as the yellow and checkered was out on the Speedway, but both Eric Rudolph and Justin Ayers had faster laps than Pouch right at the end. So Eric Rudolph going to be the recipient of the Jam Performance Fastest Hot Lap Award with an 18.807. So we'll see if the driver out of Ransomville can carry that back into qualifying in just a little bit, but that's going to wrap things up for our hot lap sessions this evening. Eric Rudolph, your Jam Performance Fastest Hot Lap Award for the number 25 machine. As now we'll see the World of Outlaws late models making their way onto the Speedway next for the first time here at Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals. And for all the late model action this evening, we'll send it back over to the voice of the World of Outlaws late models, Ruben Morales.
Thank you very much, Mike, as cars have staged around the rim road, getting ready to exit off of turn number 4. There you see Steve Francis on the Dave Warren Power Sports safety vehicle. Dave Warren Power Sports sponsoring the caution flag in our safety vehicles and also giving out a pit bike to our champion, MD3 Rookie of the Year, and a lucky fan later this season with the World of Outlaws late models as he looks at the racetrack. Of course, Steve Francis, a lot of experience behind the wheel of a super late model, the 2007 champion for the series. Cars on the Speedway, you'll find the current Outlaw point leader out of Evans, Georgia, the 2, Cody Overton. Cody Overton, 2 DIRTcar National starts, got 12th last year. Right behind him, the number 5, Mark Whitener out of Middleburg, Florida. Mark Whitener, 10 DIRTcar National starts, got 6th in 2022. In the 777, making his World of Outlaws debut out of Newville, Pennsylvania. Not Shermansdale, it's Newville. Went to go talk to that driver down there in the 000, Matt Naylor, in his first year of super late model racing. 11 years behind the wheel of a 358 late model in that 000 in his first year of super late model competition. Out of Selvisa, Kentucky, driving that Danny Hatcher Motorsports number 6, Michael Chilton. Michael Chilton got the call from Danny Hatcher in the fall last year. He went and won the Gullet Memorial, of course. Our thoughts and prayers still to the whole Gullet family, and Michael Chilton won that deal, won a crate race, and he's been with Danny Hatcher. Good to see Michael Chilton behind the wheel of the Hatcher Motorsports number 6. Trying to make his first DIRTcar National start, the 99, Devin Moran. 20 DIRTcar National starts for him, 2 victories for the 2-time Big Gator champion. Won the Big Gator 2021 and 2022. Potential MD3 Rookie of the Year contender at Heinemann, Pennsylvania. It's going to be Drake Troutman in that Team 22 Incorporated 22 car. Trying to make his first DIRTcar Nationals feature. And the 2012 Big Gator champion out of Carpentersville, Illinois, the 2022 Outlaw champion, Dennis Erb Jr. Of course, Heather Line, 2-time Crew Chief of the Year with the World of Outlaws wrenching the cars on the 28. The thrill from Mooresville, Nick Hoffman, 7-time Big Gator champion, trying to get his first Big Gator with the late model banner. Nick Hoffman currently 7th in the Big Gator points here this week. Nick Hoffman in the Tide Touareg number 9. Got 8th, and of course 1 win in the DIRTcar Nationals with the World of Outlaws. These stats that I rattle off are all World of Outlaw Federated Auto Part DIRTcar National stats only. These don't include the DIRTcar Nights. It is all World of Outlaws nights from the DIRTcar Nationals. Those are the drivers around the racetrack. Track record 15.1 set by Bobby Pierce during the Sunshine Nationals last season. Caution lights are out. We get ready for hot lap session number 1. drivers tickling the throttle around Volusia Speedway Park. And back under yellow flag conditions, Matt Naylor off the pace into 000. Matt Naylor in his first year of Super Late Model Racing, as I mentioned. 11 years behind the wheel of a 358 Late Model, making his Outlaw debut here. Went to Ocala for a couple Speed Week races as well in the 000 out of Newville, Pennsylvania. We'll see him up in our Northeastern swing coming up later this season with the World of Outlaws Late Models. Big money on the line when we head up to the Northeast, our Ohio, Pennsylvania swing, May 15th through the 18th. $30,000 to win at Marion Center and a $20,000 to win finale at the Bedford Speedway there in Bedford, Pennsylvania. And of course, it all kicks off at Raceway 7, a phenomenal little swing we have there. Packed grandstands every night and phenomenal car counts. And another driver added to the list from that region, Matt Naylor. Drivers spread out around Volusia, Gorsuch, Performance, green flag back out here in the opening hot lap session of the night for the World of Outlaws. There you see Michael Chilton on your screen. He was fastest for a moment. Talked about Michael Chilton getting that ride in that Danny Hatcher Motorsports. Number 6. Drake Troutman. Currently second, but it's that driver on your screen on DIRTVision, and here are the big screens at the racetrack. Devin Moran at top of the charts, but now it's Nick Hoffman with the Dirt King Simulator's fastest hot lap. The driver that turns the fastest hot lap gets an extra $100 courtesy of Dirt King Simulators, and now it's Cody Overton at a 17.036. Cody Overton coming in here as the point leader over Dodson and Shepard, who are tied for second with 4 points trailing the 2. Ryan Gustin 4th, Nick Hoffman 5th in the World of Outlaws point standings. Troutman on the Speedway, he's 7th. Dennis Erb Jr. currently 14th, but of course, if we get all 3 nights in here at the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals, we haven't been able to drop a feature in quite some time leaving Volusia, but if we get all 3 in here this weekend, drivers will be able to drop their 2 worst finishes between Sunshine Nationals and the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals heading into the Smoky Mountain Speedway March 14th. Cody Overton, there you see him on your screen. He has the Dirt King Simulator's fastest hot lap at a 17.026. Here's the DIRTVision replay of what happened with Cody Overton in the middle of turns 3 and 4. You can see the flames coming out of the header underneath the skirting of that car. And that car just kind of let go in the 2. Don't see a trail of fluids, thankfully. Hopefully nothing too severe for the Stein Motorsports number 2 of Cody Overton. Hot lap session number 2 led out by the number 43 of Derek Stewart. That team got that engine fired just moments prior to the drivers meeting earlier today. Now with a old pro under the hood, that capital number 43, Derek Stewart, in his second year of Super Late Model competition. The 111 of Max Blair to Centerville, Pennsylvania on the Speedway. Max Blair, 3 times in a row at Volusia, he has gotten the hard charger. The final 2 nights of the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals last year. And then, of course, Sunshine Nationals, Max Blair, 8 DCN starts, best finish 4th twice last year in 2022. 4 top 10s in this event for Max Blair. Jack Riggs in the number 81J trying to qualify into his first ever DIRTcar Nationals feature event. Out of Nolensville, Tennessee, that's going to be Jason Riggs in the 81. Both Riggs looking to make their first start at the DIRTcar Nationals. Jimmy Owens out of Newport, Tennessee. There you see the 2035 Federated Auto Part DIRTcar National starts. Best is 3 wins for Jimmy Owens here at the DIRTcar Nationals. Won 3 of the 4 in 2020. Remember, went on a tear that year. Jimmy Owens looking for his 4th career Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals feature win. The reigning World 100 champion out of Oakwood, Illinois, the 2023 champion Bobby Pierce, looking for his first big gator. 10 Federated Auto Part DIRTcar National starts, got a win in 2023. 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s here at the DIRTcar Nationals for the smooth operator. Out of Manhattan, Kansas, in the number 18, Chase Younghands, 4-time Outlaw feature winner. Chase Younghands in the 18, 27 DIRTcar National starts, got 2nd back in 2022, looking for his first Gator in the 18. Last year's MD3 Rookie of the Year champion out of Rochester, Minnesota, commencing his sophomore season with the Outlaws. That is Dustin Sorensen, ran his DIRTcar UMP Modified here last week. 2 DIRTcar National starts, best finished 16th a year ago. In the 97, Cade Dillard came oh so close to a little gator earlier this week at Robeline, Louisiana. In the 97, the thriller Cade Dillard. 12 DIRTcar National starts, best career finish with the Outlaws at the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals is 9th, and that came a year ago. Those are all the drivers around the Speedway here for Hot Lap Session number 2. Gorsuch Performance green flag flies. Jimmy Owens atop of the charts at a 16.810. Bobby Pierce goes 2nd quick. Chase Younghands 3rd. Sorensen, as we mentioned, ran his DIRTcar UMP Modified. Last night, talked to Dustin Sorensen down in the infield while the features were going on, and Dustin said, I'm going to go sit in these corners and learn how to be faster. As a driver, it's phenomenal how these drivers can study and test other drivers' lines, and he was out there in his little pit bike watching feature number 3 last night, and Dustin Sorensen kind of pays dividends as he shows some speed here in hot laps. Max Blair goes 2nd, but Cade Dillard atop of the charts came oh so close. I don't know if he ever gave you an update, but Cade Dillard, it was a bent shock on that opening night when he almost won, led 10 laps of that feature and had a shock bend on that 97, and that's what faded him back to 7th. Hot Lap Session number 3, rolling onto the Speedway at New Berlin, Illinois, the 3-time Gator champion Brandon Shepard, the 5-time Outlaw champion, 6 victories in the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals, 13 top 5s, 23 top 10s in his 32 DIRTcar National starts. We'll see if Rocket 1 can launch off the launching pad here tonight at Volusia. The 49 MD3 Rookie of the Year contender. They blew an engine last night, but they put another Cornet in there tonight out of Winona, Minnesota. That's the 49 of Jake Tim, trying to make his first DIRTcar Nationals start. Right behind him, the 96 of Tanner English out of Benton, Kentucky. The Coltman Farms Racing 96 entry. The 2022 World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year. 7 DIRTcar National starts, best finish 8th back in 2022. Kyle Bronson on the Speedway in the 40B. Kyle Bronson, a winner at the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals back in 2014 on his 2nd ever DIRTcar National start. Kyle Bronson in the 40B, 5 top 5s, 9 top 10s in his 25 DIRTcar National starts. Surprise entry here this weekend, the 57 Zach Mitchell, a pair of podiums at Screven last weekend. Zach Mitchell trying to qualify into his first ever DIRTcar Nationals feature. The driver hails out of Spartanburg, South Carolina in his 13th year of super late model competition. Out of Renner, South Dakota, the number 76 is Snowdrift, Blair Nodorf. 3 DIRTcar National starts. Best career finish at this event, 9th a year ago. Coming off some momentum and been showing some speed recently with the super late model. Out of Wade, North Carolina, MD3 Rookie of the Year contender. Piloting the number 75, it's Daniel Adam, trying to qualify into his first ever DIRTcar Nationals feature. One World of Outlaws start, got 16th at Maquoketa a year ago for the 19-year-old. Season opener winner out of Marshalltown, Iowa. The car they won the opener with is not even here. It's in Iowa. They went to Infinity during our little couple off weeks here and got brand new Infinity race cars. Ryan Gustin aboard the Cooney Motorsports number 19R out of Marshalltown, Iowa. 5 wins a year ago with the World of Outlaws. 11 starts in his career at this event. Best finish 8th in 2021. Those are all the drivers. We get ready for Hot Lap session number 3. Gorsuch Performance green flag is out in the third hot lap session. Tanner English on top of the charts at a 16.816. Jake Tim second. Now Daniel Adam to the top of the charts. Didn't take long. Ryan Gustin now at the top of the charts. The Reaper is 16.086 for the 19R. Those fresh Infinity race cars for Cooney Motorsports. Ryan Gustin atop of the charts, 16.086. Zach Mitchell second, Daniel Adam third, Kyle Bronson fourth, Brandon Shepard in the top 5. A well-oiled machine team down there for the Cooney Motorsports team. Ryan Gustin, Noah Bushman, Cody Mallory, Dave down there as well. Next hot lap group going to roll onto the Speedway out of Chatham, Illinois. The Bob Cullen Racing number 3S, Brian Shirley, 28 DIRTcar National starts. Best career finish in this event, third back in 2019. 4 top 5s, 10 top 10s for Squirrel. In the 20 RT, the current Big Gator Point champion out of Martinsville, Indiana. The 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. Ricky Thornton Jr., 9 career Federated Auto Part DIRTcar National starts. Best finish third 3 times. 2021, 23, and 24. 3 top 5s, 5 top 10s for the 20 RT. Kohler Motorsports teammate right behind him, Jordan Kohler in the 114 in Mount Airy, North Carolina. Commencing his 3rd season of Super Late Model Racing, 2 DIRTcar National starts, best finish 20th. But remember, he was in that top 6 redraw a year ago and flipped when he hit the wall in turn 2. If it wasn't for that, he would have probably had a podium in the 114, looking for a good run here tonight. Behind the wheel of the Fusion, number 12, those Fusions built by Doug Stevens. Ashton Winger in the number 12. On the Speedway, 11 DIRTcar National starts, best finish at this event, 7th back in 2022. Out of Jefferson City, Missouri, the number 14 of Reed Millard. In the 14, Reed Millard trying to make his first Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals start. Commencing his 2nd season of Super Late Model Competition at Sun River, Montana, the number 09 of Michael Leach. Michael Leach in his first ever Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals. And the number 8, MD3 Rookie of the Year contender out of Urbana, Missouri. It's going to be Dylan McCowan in his 3rd year of Super Late Model Competition, also trying to qualify into his first ever Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals. Our 100th different winner came at this event, and it was that driver right there, the New Deal, Hudson O'Neal aboard the SSI Motorsports. Number 71 out of Martinsville, Indiana. Hudson O'Neal, 12 DIRTcar National starts, got the win back in 2023, and World of Outlaws contender in 2025 out of Frankfort, Illinois. In the 99 Junior, it's Frank Heckeness Jr. 14 DIRTcar National starts, best finish is 6th. And final driver out there, the number 49, is Superman Jonathan Davenport out of Blairsville, Georgia. In the number 49, Jonathan Davenport has been really, really strong here during the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals. He currently 2nd in the Big Gator points, trailing Ricky Thornton Jr. by 20 points. Jonathan Davenport in the 49. 20 career starts. In trouble for Hudson O'Neal in the 71. He'll pull it in down the back straight away. Back to Davenport. Hasn't won a little Gator with the World of Outlaws. second in the Rumley car back in 2016. 8 top 5s, 11 top 10s for Jonathan Davenport. But all eyes, of course, on him and the 20RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. Ricky Thornton Jr. looking for a good weekend in hopes of his first big gator. Davenport atop of the charts at a 16.792. Winger second, Shirley third, Heckenest fourth, Jordan Kohler in fifth. Checkered flag flies here in this hot lap session. We get ready for the next group to roll onto the speedway. They're going to be led out by the 14W, Dustin Walker in his junior season with the World of Outlaws late models out of Polk, Missouri. 15th in World of Outlaws point standings a year ago. 2 DIRTcar National starts for the 14W at Dustin Walker. Jack Riggs aboard the 81J out of Nolensville, Tennessee, trying to make his first DIRTcar National start. In the Brandon Cotto Motorsports, number 59, it's going to be the young 16-year-old Trey Mills out of St. Augustine, Florida. And right behind him, the number 24, Tyler Wyant out of Oil City, Pennsylvania, trying to make his first ever World of Outlaws feature, the 19-year-old second-generation driver in his third year of super late model competition. In his sophomore season with the World of Outlaws out of Richmond, Indiana, it's going to be tricky. Tristan Chamberlain trying to make his first DIRTcar National start. Got his career best at the Rocket Raceway Park in Texas last year for the 17-year-old. Out there as well, MD3 Rookie of the Year contender out of Cedartown, Georgia, the number 11 of Austin Smith. Smith, one start here at the DIRTcar Nationals back in 2016 before he took an 8-year break from super late model racing and making the return, second year back since then. Potential MD3 Rookie of the Year contender out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, the number 18D at Dalton Wilson. Dalton Wilson, 4 DIRTcar National starts, got 4th a year ago at this event with the World of Outlaws. Those are all the drivers around the speedway. Steve Francis having the drivers just roll in that middle to top groove. They'll iron that out, make it a little wider, and make sure these drivers can run the middle to top grooves here in the corners of Volusia Speedway Park. Gorsuch Performance getting ready to fly in hot lap session number 5. Gorsuch Performance green flag flies, not only from the flag stand with Dave Barney, but we've had that great fan there, the kid wearing the Dylan McCowan shirt, waving the green all week, and now we have another fan waving the green flag from the grandstands. Always cool to see at any dirt track, see the youth get into it and bring their own flags. Dalton Wilson, 16.591. Checkered flag flies. He is quickest in hot lap session number 5. Jack Riggs second, Austin Smith third, Dustin Walker fourth, Trey Mills fifth. Final group getting ready to roll onto the speedway here for hot laps with the World of Outlaws late models. Then we'll get ready for Super DIRTcar Series qualifying. The driver from Las Cruces, New Mexico, picking up his richest career victory with the late models here with the World of Outlaws at the Sunshine Nationals. Garrett Alberson in that Ken and Beth Roberts Motorsports number 58 from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Garrett Alberson, and that was his first time to Volusia, so that means he's trying to make his first DIRTcar National start as well. The one of Tyler Erb, last year's DIRTcar Summer Nationals champion at a New Waverly, Texas. 3 career World of Outlaw victories, all coming at Atomic. Tyler Erb, 14 DIRTcar National starts. Best finish 8th back in 2018 in his 91 car. the Riggs Motorsports Longhorn Factory house car, the 76 of Brandon Overton, Little Gator winner last night under the DIRTcar banner. 26 World of Outlaws starts at the DIRTcar Nationals, 2 wins for Overton, 2021 and 22. In his rookie season out of Lakeshore, Minnesota, the number 60, Dan Ebert, made his first Outlaw start at Sunshine Nationals. Right behind him, the 44, Chris Smokey Madden at a Great Court, South Carolina. 33 World of Outlaw starts at the DIRTcar Nationals, 1 win back in 2022. The 74X currently second in World of Outlaw point standings at a Bakersfield, California. For the ASD Motorsports 74X, it's Ethan Dodson. Ethan Dodson did start last year's Federated Auto Parts, actually scratched that, trying to make his first DIRTcar Nationals feature start here tonight. Potential MD3 Rookie of the Year contender to Lincolnton, North Carolina. Aboard the Paler Motorsports 93, Carson Ferguson, trying to make his first DIRTcar Nationals feature as well. The 2018 World of Outlaws champion at Winfield, Tennessee, Mike Marler. He's been second twice in the DIRTcar Nationals, looking for that first Little Gator. Back in 2019 and 18, 5 top 5, 6 top 10s. And then Tim McCready in the number 9 at a Watertown, New York. Tim McCready, the 2023 Big Gator champion. And of course, Big Gators with the big blocks. So Tim McCready looking to put that Dave Warren Power Sports number 9 in victory lane.
I'm just glad you pronounced the sponsor right. I wanted to make sure you got that
absolutely.
last name.
All right, here we go. Final hot lap session of the night coming to green. Gorsuch Performance green flag is out in the final hot lap session of the night. Garrett Alberson at the top of the charts at a 16.014. Brandon Overton second quick. Dan Ebert third. Tim McCready fourth. Tyler Erb fifth. Garrett Alberson not racing the car that he won with here at the Sunshine Nationals. But the whole crew down there working hard. Of course, Zach Houston now the crew chief for the 58, but Brandon Overton will sneak the quickest time here in hot lap group number 6. There at the end, Overton fastest at a 15.925 for the 2015 World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year. Hunt the front champion a year ago in the 76 out of Evans, Georgia, Little Gator winner last night. For the Riggs Motorsports Longhorn Factory house car, all the drivers will make their exit off the back straightaway, and we get ready for Super DIRTcar Series qualifying. And with the call will be the voice of the Super DIRTcar Series, Mike Warren.
Well, thank you, Ruben. As we get ready, it's similar to last night. Once the drivers came in this evening, they drew a pill and was split up into Group A and Group B. Group A will set the lineups for heat races number 1 and 2. Group B will set the lineups for heat races 3 and 4. Fastest overall time will be the recipient of the Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks Quick Time Award, worth $100 here in just a little bit. First group going to make its way onto the Speedway is 41 Super DIRTcar Series Big Block Modifieds, expected to take time here in these qualifying sessions. So far, Billy Pouch Jr. got the first Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks Quick Time Award last night. See if he can do it again as the first cars make their way out onto the Speedway. Leading them out, the Nardozzi Paving and Construction. Car number 78, Machine of Alex Payne at Hopewell, New York. And it's the 35 of Francois Belmeyer out of Trois-Rivières, Quebec. The 16X of Danny Creedon. The 21A of Batman Peter Britton as we are green with our first session in Group A of Super DIRTcar Series qualifying. Francois Belmeyer making his way down into turn number 3 and 4. Alex Payne going to be the first car to see the white flag as he comes by. 17.062 for Payne. First time around for Francois Belmeyer, 18.676. Danny Creedon's first lap going to be an 18.327. First trip around for Britton, 17.665. Second time around for Alex Payne, 17.062, still the fastest time. He'll stay at the top of the leaderboard. Belmeyer's second lap, third quick, 18.293. Second time for Creedon. He'll go third quick with an 18.093. And Batman's second lap, second quick with a 17.334. So Alex Payne with the time to beat so far as the next 4 cars make their way onto the Speedway, leading them out with the driver to Clayton, New York in the FX Caprara Ford. Car number 11, it's Matt Caprara. Then it'll be Fulton, New York's Amy Holland coming out onto the Speedway. The 84Y of Alex Jankowski and the 22 of Bubba McPhee out there on the Speedway for session number 2 here in Group A. Field works down into turn number 3 and 4. As you see McPhee on your screen right now, here's Caprara making his way down. He'll see the white flag. Third quick for Caprara with an 18.046. First time around for Amy Holland. Third quick with a 17.808. First trip for Jankowski. Third quick, 17.394. Bubba McPhee, eighth quick with an 18.861. Second trip around for Matt Caprara. Fourth quick for Caprara with a 17.780. Amy Holland's second lap. Fourth quick, 17.756. Jankowski, third quick still, was slower on lap 2 with a 17.503. And McPhee still coming around eighth quick, 18.928. Alex Payne still at the top of the leaderboard with a 17.062. As the next 4 work their way out onto the Speedway. Will Thomas will be the first car out of Sharpsville, Pennsylvania. Then it'll be Ole, Pennsylvania's Loudon Reimert. The 29 of Garrett Crumbert out of West Middlesex, Pennsylvania. And the 28 of Mary O'Clair, the Rocket, out there on the Speedway as well as we go green here, session number 3 in Group A. Will Thomas going to be the first car to see the white flag as he comes by Dave Farney down in front. Thomas, fourth quick with a 17.563. Loudon Reimert's first lap. Fifth quick with a 17.628. Garrett Crummer, fourth quick with a 17.556. Mary O'Clair, 11th quick with an 18.593. Second time around now for Will Thomas as he sees the checkered flag. Fourth quick with a 17.415. Loudon Reimert, sixth quick, 17.628. Crummert, second lap, fifth quick with a 17.556. And Mary O'Clair comes by, still 11th quick. Faster on lap 2, though, with an 18.311. Alex Payne still the time to beat with a 17.062. First up in the next session will be your winner from one night ago in the Hurlock Auto and Speed Supply number 9S of Super Matt Shepard. Then it's Hollywood Felix Wan, the 91 out of Napierville, Quebec. Anthony Perego out of Montgomery, New York, working his way out onto the Speedway here in this next session for the Super Dirt Car Series. Alex Payne at the top with a 17.062. As Matt Shepard will be the first car, we'll see where he will stack up among the drivers who have already gone in Group A. Shepard comes by, fifth quick with a 17.487. Felix Waugh, first time around for Hollywood, 11th quick with an 18.263. Perego's first lap will be 10th quick with an 18.018. Second time for Matt Shepard as he crosses the line, fifth quick still with a 17.456. Faster on lap 2, however. Felix Waugh also faster on lap 2, 11th quick with an 18.063. Perego's second lap, 10th quick, 18.040 on lap 2. Should be 6 cars remaining here in Group A as the big show. Dave Rauscher out of Waterloo, New York will be the first car to make his way onto the track. Then it'll be the 7Z of Zach Payne and the 14B of Towmater, Brendan Dara, coming out onto the Speedway next. As the green flag comes out on the Speedway, you see Dara in the 14B car, making his way through turn number 3 and 4. But not knock disposal service 48-2 of Dave Rauscher going to be the first car to cross the flag stand. We'll see where the big show goes. He'll be 15th quick with an 18.637. First time around for Zach Payne. 10th quick with a 17.971. Brendan Dara coming across the line. 16th quick with an 18.350. Second trip around for Dave Rauscher as he comes to the checkered flag. Rauscher, 17th quick, 18.748 on lap 2. Zach Payne, 6th quick on lap 2 with a 17.544. And Brendan Dara's second trip around, 16th quick with an 18.794. 3 cars remaining in Group A for the Super Dirt Car Series. Alex Payne still at the top. Time to beat 17.062. Right now, he'll be on the pole in heat race number 1. Peter Britton will be on the pole in heat race number 2. If it stands with these final 3 cars, as Justin Stone in the G-Stone Motors 15X car going to make his way down through turn number 3 and 4. Will be the first car on the racing surface. Then it'll be Brian Swarthout in the 14S machine. And Rich Scalata out of Boundbrook, New Jersey. The final car out here in this first group as we go green. It'll be Justin Stone. Already has a little gator to his credit here at DIRTcar Nationals in 2025. We'll see how he does in this qualifying session as he comes across to the white flag. 6 quick for Stone with a 17.534. First time around for Swarthout. And Swarthout and Scalata came across together. Scalata 12th quick, 18.002 as Swarthout slow off of the corner. Second time around for Justin Stone, still 6 quick, 17.762 on lap number 2. Rich Scalata will make his way by. We'll see where he stacks up. 12th quick for Scalata with a 17.953. Swarthout will come across 21st quick, 21.689 on lap number 2. But with a 17.062, Alex Payne is quickest overall in Group A for the Super Dirt Car Series and is in line for the Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks Quick Time Award. He'll be on the pole in heat race number 1. Peter Britton will be on the pole in heat race number 2. Yankowski will go to Payne's outside in heat 1. Will Thomas will start on the outside of heat race number 2 with Peter Britton as well. 1 group complete. Group 2 going to roll its way onto the Speedway next. As you see the cars in Group A, that'll stay staged into the infield. See the moon up in the sky as we get ready for Group B to roll out on the Speedway. 17.062, the time to beat overall for Alex Payne, driver out of Hopewell, New York. Scored his first career Super Dirt Car Series victory last September at the Brockville, Ontario Speedway in the Canadian Classic. Looking for his first win at Volusia Speedway Park as we get ready for Group B. Leading him out will be the Baldwinsville Bandit, Jimmy Phelps. In the J&B Installations 98H machine, the defending series champion Matt Williams will be behind him in the Bus Shoe Chevrolet car number 88 car. Then it will be the 35 of Chris Curtis and the 14 of C.G. Maury out there on the Speedway as we go green with session number 1 here in Group B for the Super Dirt Car Series. 98 of Jimmy Phelps will be the first car to cross the line as he will come by. 17.844 for Jimmy Phelps. Matt Williamson's first lap around. He'll be quicker with a 17.454. Chris Curtis, 3rd quick, 17.856. First trip around for C.G. Maury. He'll be 4th quick with an 18.287. Phelps, 2nd lap, stays 2nd quick with a 17.710. Williamson come across the line, 17.356. He's faster on lap 2. Chris Curtis, still 3rd quick, 17.829, faster on lap 2 as well. And C.G. Maury going to stay 4th quick, 18.476. 17.356 for Williamson, the time to beat after session number 1, 17.062, the quickest time for Alex Payne from Group A. Corbin Miller will be the first car to whirl his way out here in the next session. Out of Perth, Ontario. Looks like one of the wheel covers coming off the 66 machine. H.J. Bunting in the number 30 behind him. The 25 of Eric Rudolph looking to bounce back after he had a lot of damage after jumping the cushion in the feature last night. And the 6 of Matt Stengel out there on the Speedway in this next session. See Eric Rudolph, a Ransomville, New York native, working his way off turn number 2. First car this time, though, that'll trip the clock so they come to the white flag will be Corbin Miller. 4th quick for Miller with a 17.919. H.J. Bunting, 6th quick, 18.358. 25 of Rudolph's 2nd quick with a 17.639. Matt Stengel's first trip around, 6th quick with a 17.964. Second time around now for Corbin Miller. 5th quick with a 17.919. H.J. Bunting, 17.938, 6th quick. Eric Rudolph still 2nd quick, but faster on lap 2 with a 17.445. Matt Stengel, 2nd time around. He'll stay 7th quick with a time of 17.964 on lap number 1. Matt Williamson, the time to beat here in Group B. Right now, he'll sit on the pole in heat race number 3 with Eric Rudolph sitting on the pole in heat race number 4. after the first 8 cars have gone. Waiting for the next cars to hit the speedway as track crew is going to pick up the wheel cover that came off of the 66 machine. Entering turn number 3. Track crew's just finishing up out on the racing surface, and looks like it will be the 2 of Jack Lehner that is getting the signal to head out onto the racing surface in that Benson's Pet Center. Car number 2 machine, the Ginger Ninja. Going to be the first car to make his way out. That'll be the driver out of Binghamton, New York. Behind him, Darren Smith in the Jeremy Smith Racing Smith Site Development number 12. The Wild Animal Park number 11 in Chittenango, New York. That is Jeff Taylor. And at Hastings, New York, the EMB Energy Pit Stop Convenience Store 83X of Tim Sears Jr. Good to see Tim around on the speedway. Looking to bounce back after a tough night in his first DIRTcar Nationals feature as the green flag is back out on the speedway. Session number 3 out on the track now as Jack Lehner will come by, take the white flag. 8th quick for Lehner with an 18.219. Darren Smith's first lap, 4th quick with a 17.759. Jeff Taylor, 11th quick with an 18.749. Sears his first lap. 9th quick with an 18.171. Second time around for Jack Lehner. 3rd quick with a 17.527. Darren Smith, 4th quick still with a 17.629. Faster on lap number 2. Jeff Taylor will come by, 11th quick, 18.235. Tim Sears Jr. second time around. 5th quick with a 17.680. So Timber cracking the top 5. Jack Lehner getting into that number 3 spot. As the next 4 roll out onto the speedway, leading them out will be the driver out of Phoenix, New York in the FX Capura Honda number 99L. It's Lightning Larry White. Then it'll be the Phelps Cement Products number 3 of T-Bone Justin Ayers. The Schultz Ford number 21 out of Garnerville, New York. That's Bob McGannon. And the 11 of Ricky Newton out there on the speedway out of Adida, New York. As we go green with this second to last session of qualifying this evening for the Super DIRTcar Series. 99L of Larry White going to make his way by. 5th quick with a 17.669. We'll see what T-Bone has off turn number 4. He'll come to the white flag this time by. 11th quick for Ayers with a 17.954. Bob McGannon 13th quick with a 17.982. Ricky Newton 16th quick 19.359. Larry White 2nd quick with a 17.362. So Lightning into a pole position right now in heat race number 4. Justin Ayers 3rd quick with a 17.378. Bob McGannon 13th quick 18.040 on lap number 2. Ricky Newton going to come back around. 16th quick with a 20.099. His best lap at 19.359 on lap 1. 4 cars left to qualify for the Super DIRTcar Series. Leading him out will be the driver out of St. Cyril de Wendover, Quebec. That is Eric Lausier. Then it'll be the kid's kid, the winner of the Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks Quick Time Award last night. That is Billy Pouch Jr. The 20 of Rick Laubach, Scooby out there on the speedway out of Quakertown, Pennsylvania. And the 51 of Ryan Krachin, going to be the final car on the racing surface here for Super DIRTcar Series qualifying this evening, as Eric Lausier going to make his way off at turn number 3 and 4, trying to get some bite off the top side as he'll come by. 17th quick, 20.219. Billy Pouch Jr. 6th quick with a 17.589. First trip around for Rick Laubach. 11th quick, 17.910. Ryan Krachin. 18th quick with an 18.668. Second lap for Lausier. 20th quick. Pouch going to stay 6th quick. Didn't get the fastest lap he would have liked to in on that second lap. Rick Laubach still 11th quick with a 17.848. And Krachin will be 18th quick with an 18.668. Well, that'll wrap things up. Group B. 17.356 for Matt Williamson, quickest in that group. Larry White, 2nd quick, 17.362. They'll both sit on the poles of heat race number 3 and 4, respectively. Justin Ayers will go to Williamson's outside. Rudolph will go to Larry White's outside. But tonight's Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks Quick Time Award winner from Group A at a Hopewell, New York, the Nardozzi Paving and Construction car number 70A with a time of 17.062. That is Alex Payne. Ashton Smythe, you're down there after watching qualifying. Alex Payne going to be your quickest qualifier with the Billy Whitaker Cars and Trucks Quick Time Award. To send it down to you.
Yeah, what a way to kick off the night for the 70A machine. Super fast lap time out there. You're starting on the pole in heat race number 1. How do you put the rest of this night together here?
I don't know. I think we just got to stay consistent. We had a pretty good car last night. Just took a while to get going and really didn't have any speed early. So we cleaned up our early run. Hopefully we run good in the heat and start up front of the feature and run there.
Alex Payne, your quick time award here tonight with a time of a 17.0.
So Alex Payne, fresh off a winning Rookie of the Year in 2024, gets off to a good start on night number 2 of DIRTcar Nationals. The driver out of Hopewell, New York, give it the thumbs up down there as he'll pull his car back to the attention of his crew. His dad, Eldon, of course, down there. And that means coming up next, we're going to have World of Outlaws late models qualifying. Going to work their way out onto the Speedway. Ruben Morales, we got some fast laps coming your way next.
Yes, we do. Track record 15.100 set by Bobby Pierce during the Sunshine Nationals a year ago. We'll see if anybody touches that. 29 cars scheduled for Group A and 29 cars scheduled for Group B. Don't forget, race fans, now with the World of Outlaws late models, you have a chance to win some money. Get the expert betting insights on this week's World of Outlaws late model action at Volusia Speedway Park from NXT Bets. Must be 18 states. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit NXTBets/play DIRTcar. Couple of odds coming into the weekend. Devin Moran tonight, plus 308. Bobby Pierce, plus 497. You go on there and have a chance to win some money by picking those drivers. Or you could do head-to-head. Bobby Pierce, Devin Moran, Brandon Overton, Ricky Thornton Jr., Chris Madden, Tim McCready. Again, go to nxtbets.com/play DIRTcar. Final big blocks making their exit on the back straightaway. Race fans, again, on behalf of all of us at World Racing Group, we thank you so much for your patience here this evening. Getting the track rolled in, but this racetrack looks good, and we are ready to rock and roll. Campgrounds look healthy as well. Thank you, race fans, for coming out from all over the country with the World of Outlaws late models representing beautiful 24 states. We had 20. We had 24. It's 23 now. Vestal, New York driver Seth Zacharias, unfortunately not with us anymore here this weekend. But 23 states with the World of Outlaws late models. But I know the Super DIRTcar Series has us covered from New York.
You have Tim McCready.
Just kidding. You're right. Yep, you're right. You're right.
I couldn't let you get away with that one.
So we're back to 24. How did I skip that?
The big block guy. You forget the big block guy.
The big block guy. I was thinking big block. Wow, Tim McCready. That's right. Gotta love T-Mac. All right, here we go. First 3 cars getting ready to roll onto the Speedway. Again, Big Gator championship points look like this. Ricky Thornton Jr., your point leader for the week, all in hopes for the Big Gator Saturday. Over Jonathan Davenport by 20 points. Brandon Overton sits third, 40 points behind. Max Blair fourth, 49 points behind. And then Kay Dillard fifth, 54 points behind. The World of Outlaws late models, your top 5 in point standings. Cody Overton, Ethan Dotson, Brandon Shepard tied for second, 4 points behind. Ryan Gustin fourth, 8 points behind. And Nick Hoffman fifth, 10 points behind. We commence Group A qualifying. First up out of Middleburg, Florida. And the Southeast Ship Repair, Whitener's Tractor Service, Ocala Restaurant Supply, DT Welding, Boswell Oil. Number 5, the Magic Man, Mark Whitener. In the number 99 out of Dresden, Ohio. 2-time Gator champion in the Double Down Motorsports, Lazy Days RV, Big River Steel, CW Trucking, Millwood Plumbing. Number 99, Devin Moran. And into Hatcher Motorsports, number 6 out of Selvisa, Kentucky, the Danny Hatcher Motorsports, Hatcher's Auto Sales, Caden Industrial Painting, Tim Logan Racing, Wesley Page Shocks, number 4, Michael Chilton. Mark Whitener, 17.665. Devin Moran will cross the line and go to the top of the charts at a 15.774. Michael Chilton, second quick at a 16. Jackpot, 16.777 for the 6. Mark Whitener faster on lap number 2. He'll go second quick, 16.084. I expect to see a lot of fast second lap times Devin Moran stays with his first lap. 2 out of the 3 drivers improve on their second lap. Michael Chilton goes second quick at a 16.04. On his second lap, Mark Whitener third quick at a 16.084. Devin Moran still atop of the charts. He'll set the standard here in Group A at a 15.774. Up next, the 2012 Gator champion and 2022 Outlaw champion in the McBride Mac, Vomac Truck Sales, 5-Star Race Car Bodies, JRI Shocks, number 28, it's Dennis Erb Jr. The 2018 Outlaw champion out of Winfield, Tennessee. That's actually going to be the 16 of Tyler Bruning out of Decorah, Iowa. In the Skyline Motorsports, Bruning Rock Products, Holes and Explosives, number 16, Tyler Bruning. And the number 2, Cody Overton out of Evans, Georgia. The current Outlaw point leader in the Stein Motorsports, Richard David Legacy Motorsports, Shaw Trucking, Budweiser, number 2. Dennis Erb fourth quick at an 18.479. In trouble for Cody Overton in turn number 2. Spinning the Stein Motorsports number 2 around with the World of Outlaws late models. We'll give you the procedure here in a little bit. Cody Overton, DIRTVision replay. What happened there in turn number 2? Cody Overton did take the Gorsuch Performance green flag, so unfortunately, once you cause the caution after you take the Gorsuch Performance green flag, you will only have 1 lap of qualifying. So he'll have 1 opportunity to take the Simpson Performance Racing Products quick time here. Tyler Bruning will have 2 laps, and Dennis Erb Jr. will also have 1 more lap. His first lap, 18.479. Time to beat Devin Moran's 15.774. Gorsuch Performance green flag back out. Dennis Erb will come around for his second lap, and Dennis Erb will keep his first lap, 16.114. Tyler Bruning second quick at a 16.064. Cody Overton second quick at a 15.821. Dennis Erb was on the clock the last time around. This will be officially a second lap at the 28. Dennis Erb will keep lap 1, 16.114. Drivers are told to exit off the back straightaway. If they pass the exit on the back straightaway, they will get docked their fastest lap. Cody Overton, though, barely makes it. He'll be safe. He'll keep his fastest lap, second quick at a 15.821. Up next, MD3 Rookie of the Year contender at Heinemann, Pennsylvania. Aboard the Team 22 Incorporated, Victory Circle Auto Sales, Gambler Transport, Brickhouse Tavern, Mesilla Valley Transportation. Number 22, it's Drake Troutman. Out of Mooresville, North Carolina, the Tide Torque Racing, NOS Energy Drink, Lone Wolf Petroleum, C&W Trucking, Petrov Towing, Holdren Construction, Billstein, Tri-Valley Equipment. Number 9, Nick Hoffman. And in the 000, out of Newville, Pennsylvania, the McNeil's Towing, Jim's Racing Tires, Rocket Clements. Number 000, it's Matt Naylor. First lap here for Troutman, 7th quick, 17.450. Hoffman second at a 15.819. Naylor will go 8th quick at a 16.670. Drake Troutman 4th quick in his second lap, 15.890. Dennis Erb Jr. 8th, Whitener 7th, Chilton 6th, Bruning 5th, Troutman 4th, Overton 3rd, Hoffman 2nd, and Devin Moran atop of the charts at a 15.774. Next 3 drivers getting ready to roll onto the Speedway should be the 8 of Strickler, and it's not going to be Strickler. It's going to be Jason Riggs. Jason Riggs out of College Grove, Tennessee, and the Best One Tire and Service, Riggs Fiber, Wilds Drive Shafts, Billstein, M&M Lawn Care, Yoon Trailers, number 81, and the number 18 out of Manhattan, Kansas, Chase Younghands and the Bozard Ford, Younghands Motorsports, Pulse and Rock Products, Kaiser, Integra, Sunoco, Rocket Clements, number 18. The 2023 Outlaw Champion out of Oakwood, Illinois. In the Low Voltage Solutions, Churchill Transport, Collin Brothers Towing, Rio Grande Waste Services, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Carnegie Towing and Repair, Fast One Speed Shop, number 32, Bobby Pierce. Jason Riggs, 10th quick at a 19.036, Chase Younghands at the 18. Cross on his opening lap, and he'll go 11th quick, 22.96. Bobby Pierce has work to do on lap 2. 10th quick for Pierce. 18.117. Jason Riggs goes faster, 9th quick, faster on lap 2, 16.360. Chase Younghands on his final effort here in the 18. Younghands will go 9th quick, 16.331. And Bobby Pierce to the top of the charts from 10th quick to the top of the charts. Pierce now sets the standard in Group A, as Pierce will have a 15.646 in the 32. Devin Moran second, Nick Hoffman third, Bobby Pierce fourth, and Drake Troutman fifth. Bobby Pierce will cross the line, and so Bobby Pierce getting a third lap, getting holed up by Chase Younghands on his opening lap, so therefore officials giving him a fair opportunity and giving him that next lap. So Pierce, the top of the charts in Group A. Up next, the B1, Brent Larson of Lake Elmo, Minnesota, in the Land of Pressure Washers, Fuel Factory, Henco Corporation, Sawyer Camp Franchise, T-Pec, Rocket, Vic Hill. Number B1, it's Brent Larson. And the number 20 out of Newport, Tennessee, in the Kohler Motorsports, Ultimate Tooling and Recovery, Capital Waste, 5-Star Metal Buildings, Reese Monument Company, Elite Ready Mix, Red Line Synthetic Oil. Number 20 of Jimmy Owens, and the 97 of Kay Dillard of the SNS Fishing and Rentals, Strength Roofing and Siding, Messia Valley Transportation, Jones Auto Sales, 97. Brent Larson, 13th quick at a 17.822. Jimmy Owens, 7th quick at a 16.030, and the 97 of Kate Dillard will cross the line, and Dillard will go 14th quick at a 16.894. Final lap for Larson, faster, still stays 13th, 16.361, and Jimmy Owens, 5th quick, faster, 15.862. And final lap time here for the 97 of Dillard. Better, 6th quick for Kay Dillard, 15.872. Top 6 give you a front row starting position in heat races 1 through 3. Up next, out of Centerville, Pennsylvania, in the Centerline Motorsports, Murphy's Logging, C&J Dairy, Creekside Auto Sales, T&W Trucking, Upstate Auto Group, the Gable Inn. Number 111, it's Max Blair, last year's MD3 Rookie of the Year champion. Out of Rochester, Minnesota, the Altenberg Construction, Paulson Rock Products, J&S Repair, JCB Equipment, Rochester Chevrolet, Longhorn Pro Power. Number 19, it's Dustin Sorensen, and the 3-time Gator champion. In the Rocket 1, Valvoline, Franklin Enterprises, Sawyer Camp Ranches, Petrov Towing, Fox Shocks, Ace Metal Works, Performance Grading, Gunners, Honey Styles Marine. Number 1, Brandon Shepard. Max Blair, 2nd quick, 15.705, a whopping lap for Blair. Sorensen, 3rd quick, 15.720 for the 19, and here comes Rocket Shep, 2nd quick for Brandon Shepard, 15.6643, whopping laps. Blair takes 2nd back away from Shepard, 15.660. Does Sorensen go faster? No, he doesn't. He'll stay 4th quick. Good qualifying lap for Sorensen, though, and Shepard back to 2nd quick for Brandon Shepard, 15.637, 2nd quick for Rocket 1. Bobby Pierce still with the time to beat in Group A at a 15.646. Up next, out of Benton, Kentucky, in the Coltman Farms Racing, MPM Marketing, VP Racing Fuels, Supreme Enterprises, Autism Awareness, Longhorn Clements. Number 96, it's Tanner English. And in car number 57, joining us from Spartanburg, South Carolina, in the Coltman Farms Racing, MPM Marketing, Special Needs School of Gwinnett, Bill Stein, Longhorn Vic Hill. 57, it's Zach Mitchell. And in the 40B, out of Brandon, Florida, in the Longhorn Clements, Michael Lloyd Hauling and Demolition, LTX Home Builders, Borchers Equipment, Race Car Engineering, Atomic Music Group, Multi-Fire Spark Plug Wires. Number 40B, Kyle Bronson. Tanner English and Zach Mitchell, 6th and 7th quick. Kyle Bronson will cross the line. He'll fall right in suit, 8th quick, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Tanner English will cross the line. He'll improve to 4th quick at a 15.686. Final lap time here for Zach Mitchell. In the 57, he'll go 7th quick at a 15.797, and the 40B of Kyle Bronson improves 4th quick for Kyle Bronson at a 15.670. Next 3 cars getting ready to roll on to the Speedway. MD3 Rookie of the Year contender out of Winona, Minnesota, in the Gorilla Mill, Herco Companies, Messia Valley Transportation, Oak Ridge Fabrication, Horman's HVAC, On-Demand Shirts. Number 49, it's Jake Tim. And the number 76, Blair Nodorf out of Renner, South Dakota, in the Western Provisions, Bargain Barn Tire Center, Asphalt Pros, Howell Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Fire, Glanzer Trucking. Number 76, it's Blair Nodorf. And it looks like we will hold the final car to make it an even 2-car slate. 2 cars take the racetrack. Jake Tim blowing an engine last night. They put a fresh Cornet in it here today. He'll go 15th quick, 16.036. Blair Nodorf will cross the line, 11th quick for Nodorf at a 15.854. Jake Tim will cross the line faster, 9th quick at a 15.800. Good second lap for Jake Tim. And Blair Nodorf cracks the top 5. 5th quick for Snowdrift at a 15.673. Blair Nodorf has really shown some speed here in the closing days of Speed Weeks. Up next, MD3 Rookie of the Year contender out of Wade, North Carolina. And the mobilization funding, RLM Enterprises, the Restore Warehouse, Justin L. Langdon Electric, SRI Performance, American Racing Rims, Longhorn WP by Cornet number 75. It's going to be Daniel Adam in the 19R's season opener winner out of Marshalltown, Iowa. In the Cooney Motorsports, Ellen Seamless Gutters, Carl Chevrolet, Hoker Trucking, VP Racing Fuels Heartland, Mel Hamilton Ford Racing, Midwest Sheet Metal, Fertilizer Equipment Specialist, Infinity, J. Dickens, 19R the Reaper, Ryan Gustin. Daniel Adam will cross the line, 24th quick at a 17.752. Ryan Gustin, brand new Infinity, to the top of the charts goes the Reaper! 15.506, the final driver out of the chute in Group A. Daniel Adam will cross the line and he'll go faster, 14th quick at a 15.837. Ryan Gustin, lap 2 slower, but it don't matter. The Reaper tops the charts and he'll have the pole position of the opening heat race of the night as he turns a 15.506. Ryan Gustin, last out the gate for Group A. We get ready for Group B, and we're rolling right into it. Out of Martinsville, Indiana, the current Big Gator point leader in the Kohler Motorsports, Hoker Trucking, Sunoco, Coltman Farms, Capital Waste, Bill Stein. Number 20 RT, it's Ricky Thornton Jr. And in the Urbana, Missouri, MD3 Rookie of the Year contender in the McCowan Farms, Sonic Empire Energy, Pomeroy Services, BLC Trucking. Number 8, it's going to be Dylan McCowan. And the 14, Reed Millard. Reed Millard of the Jefferson City, Missouri, in the Echo Lounge, Diamond Pet Foods, Worldwide Technologies, Quaker Windows, number 14R. Ricky Thornton Jr. sets the bar, 15.562. Dylan McCowan, second quick, 15.861. Reed Millard on his opening lap. He'll fall in suit. Third quick, 25.24. Ricky Thornton Jr. faster, 15.430 for Ricky Thornton Jr. McCowan will not improve on lap 2, 16.777 that time. He'll keep lap 1, 15.861. But Ricky Thornton Jr. going to set the standard here at a 15.430 in Group B. Reed Millard improves on lap number 2, 19.536. Next 3 cars getting ready to roll onto the Speedway out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. In the Ultimate Towing and Recovery, Capital Waste, Horizon Equipment Rentals, Coltman Farms, 5-Star Metal Buildings, Scenic Automotive, number 114 Longhorn Cornet. It's going to be Jordan Kohler. And the 71 out of Martinsville, Indiana. And the SSI Motorsports, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Big River Steel, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Westside Tractor Sales, Wilds Drive Shafts, Wheeler Metals, number 71, the New Deal, Hudson O'Neill, and the 3S Squirrel, Brian Shirley. Out of Chatham, Illinois, and Bob Cullen Racing, Thomas & Express, Hoker Trucking, J&J Ventures, Gaming, number 3S. Jordan Kohler, second quick, 15.677. Hudson O'Neill with trouble pulling into the infield. Brian Shirley, fourth quick, 15.908. Unfortunate for the 71 of Hudson O'Neill. And final lap time for Jordan Kohler, faster. He'll remain second quick at a 15.569. All eyes on Brian Shirley. Ignition issues on the opening night here at the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals. Shirley trying to turn things around. He'll keep lap 1, fourth quick at a 15.908. Ricky Thornton Jr. still with the time to beat at a 15.430. So Brian Shirley will get another lap as the 71 of Hudson O'Neill held him up just a little bit. So Shirley will get the green and white simultaneously here and have one final opportunity here in Group B. Shirley's opening lap, 15.908. Thornton's time to beat, 15.430. Shirley advances to third quick at a 15.787. Next 3 qualifiers getting ready to roll onto the Speedway should be the 09 of Michael Leach. And Shirley spinning down the back straightaway. Drivers were told at the drivers' meeting must exit off the back straightaway. If they miss that, their best lap does get taken away. In the 09 of Michael Leach out of Sun River, Montana. And the Dust Pods, Willow Ranch, Hellraiser Jacks, Longhorn Dynamics, Longhorn Cornet. Number 09, it's Michael Leach. And the 49 is Superman, Jonathan Davenport. The Nutrient Solutions, ASC Warranty, Dynagrow Seed, Lucas Oil, Mark Martin Automotive, Bobcat of Batesville, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Longhorn Cornet number 49. And the 99 Junior, Frank Heckeness Jr. out of Frankfort, Illinois. And the NDU Pool at Storage Squares, J.R. Hauling, All-Star Performance, Dirt Oval at Route 66, Longhorn Vic Hill, 99 Junior. Michael Leach, 5th, quick at a 16.192. The 49 at Davenport will cross the line. Davenport, 2nd, quick at a 15.553 for the 49. Frank Heckeness Jr., 4th, quick at a 15.822. Michael Leach improves, 4th, quick, 15.804. Jonathan Davenport will cross the line. Davenport faster, remains 2nd, quick, 15.544. And then the 99 Junior, Frank Heckeness Jr. will keep lap 1, 5th quick. So it's Ricky Thornton Jr. with a time to beat over Jonathan Davenport, Jordan Kohler, Michael Leach, Frank Heckeness Jr., and Dylan McCowan, the top 6 currently here in Group B. Up next at Hampton, Georgia, in the Jeff Matthews Motorsports. Recreational Vehicle Select, Kurz, Kaiser, Integra, Sunoco, Super K Express, New Light, Pointing and Design. Number 12, it's going to be Ashton Winger. And the number 14W, that is going to be Dustin Walker out of Polk, Missouri, in the All-Terrain Underground. 1-4 Motorsports, Team Dirt Dog, Longhorn, Scott Bailey, Power, number 14W. And the 20TC, Tristan Chamberlain out of Richmond, Indiana. The Gibson Racing Vision Woodworks, KEG Sewer Nozzles, DCE Fabrication, Pardos Towing Service, Burt's Transmission, Infinity, Spec-Powered 20TC. Ashton Winger, 8th quick, 16.230. Dustin Walker, 9th quick at a 16.449. The 20TC of Chamberlain, 11th quick at a 16.572. Winger will go 8th quick, 15.968. Dustin Walker, 9th quick at a 16.204. And the 20TC of Chamberlain will go 9th quick, 16.149. Out of St. Augustine, Florida, and the Brando Cotto Motorsports, Twin Farms, Mills Concrete, Top Notch Customs, H&R Race Engines, Integra, VP Racing Fuel, Longhorn Clements, number 59, the 16-year-old Trey Mills. And number 11, MT3 Rookie of the Year contender out of Cedartown, Georgia, and the Cedartown Electric Engineered Systems, Hesco Solutions, JRI Shocks. Number 11, it's Austin Smith, and the 24, of Little City, Pennsylvania, and the Virgil Iron and Steel, R&R Enterprises, Eagle Hoist and Winch, Close Racing Supply. Number 24, Tyler Wyant. First lap for Trey Mills, 8th quick at a 15.923. Austin Smith, 4th quick, 15.751 for the 11. Tyler Wyant, 14th quick at a 17.222, 17.222. Final lap for Trey Mills. He will not improve. He'll sit on lap 1, 15.923, 9th quick. That time of 15.967. Austin Smith doesn't improve on lap 2, but nonetheless still 4th quick overall. Tyler Wyant will sit on lap 1 as well, 17.222, that time 17.326. He'll go 14th quick. Just about halfway here in Group B. The number 18D, Dalton Wilson, up next at Fayetteville, North Carolina. And the JRR Trucking and Motor Sales, New Point Lighting and Design, Penske, MGL Auto Sales, Innovative Community Solutions, the Auto Outlet, Buzzy Racing Products, Keltner Contracting, number 18D, and the number 81J, Jack Riggs, out of Nolensville, Tennessee. And the Scott Riggs Racing, Riggs Drilling Solutions, Valvoline, Bilstein, 81J, and the number 60 Dan Ebert. Into Collins Brothers Towing of St. Cloud, Minnesota Truck Headquarters, Woody's Racing, number 60 Dan Ebert. First lap here for Dalton Wilson, 6th quick at a 15.819. Jack Riggs will cross the line, 12th quick at a 16.082. Opening lap here for Dan Ebert. Will go 12th quick at a 16.072. That bumps Riggs down to 13th. Dalton Wilson, 4th quick on his 2nd lap, 15.707. And Jack Riggs will take 12th back away from Ebert, 16.069. Dan Ebert on his final lap will go 4th quick for Dan Ebert. Dan Ebert, 4th quick in his rookie season of Super Late Model competition at a 15.670. Up next, the DIRTcar Summer Nationals champion. Out of New Waverly, Texas, and the Best Performance Motorsports, Bulk Material Lift, First Class Septic, Roberts Beef Company, Anthony's Pizza, Lincoln Fowler, Cinnyweld, Sunoco, Go Lithium, Kaiser, Integra, #1 of Turbo, Tyler Erb, potential MD3 Rookie of the Year contender, out of Lincolnton, North Carolina, the Paler Motorsports, Hupong Grading, Coltman Farms, Buddies Record Automotive Service, Solidify Concrete Floor Solutions, #93, Carson Ferguson. In the 9, T-Mac, Tim McCready. In the Dave Warren Power Sports Bricks Transport, Coy Rubber Corporation, #9, Tyler Erb, 8th quick, 15.810. Carson Ferguson, 7th quick, 15.768. Tim McCready, 15th quick, 15.990 for T-Mac. Tyler Erb on his final effort here in the 1. Tyler Erb, good second lap, 8th quick, 15.799. And Carson Ferguson will stay 7th quick on his opening lap at a 15.768. Tim McCready rebounds on lap 2, and he'll go 6th quick. If he stays 6th, that gives him the outside of the front row, the final heat of the night, at a 15.736 for Tim McCready. Just a handful to go here. A winner at the Sunshine Nationals out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, in the Ken and Beth Roberts Motorsports, Mississippi Valley Transportation, Sunoco Racefields, Low Voltage Solutions, Bill Stein, Bill Speed Sport, Mitchell Ranch, Ann Arbor Auto Works, Done Right TV, Sims Family Racing. #58, it's Garrett Alberson, the 74X MD3 Rookie of the Year contender in the ASD Motorsports, BK Grading and Paving, Penske H&A Development, Texas Strong Outdoors. #74X in the 157 of Mike Marlar in the Mississippi Valley Transportation, Skyline Motorsports, Brooding Rock Products, 157. Alberson, 9th quick, 15.771. 74X of Dotson, 5th quick, 15.675. Opening lap here for Mike Marlar. Mike Marlar, 11th quick, 15.793. Garrett Alberson will cross the line. 3rd quick for Alberson at a 15.554. Ethan Dotson, 2nd quick for Dotson, 15.523. Mike Marlar, 3rd quick for Marlar, 15.526. Whopping laps by these 3 drivers. Garrett Alberson, 5th quick. Marlar, 3rd. Dotson, 2nd. Ricky Thornton still with the time to beat in Group B at a 15.430. Up next, at a Great Court, South Carolina, in the Team 22 Incorporated, Victory Circle Auto Sales, Gambler Transport, Brickhouse Tavern, Henderson Amusement, #44, it's Chris Madden, and aboard of the Riggs Motorsports, Longhorn Factory House Car, Napa Auto Parts, Duke Wipes, Heartbeat Hot Sauce, Coltman Farms, Toronto, Southern, RW Powell, Big Dog Stumpin' Tree, SCM, #76, it's Big Sexy, Brandon Overton, final 2 qualifiers of the night. Chris Madden, 11th quick at a 15.762. Opening lap here for Brandon Overton. Overton, 17th quick at a 15.887. Overton has big work to do. Madden gonna pull it in. He'll only qualify 1 lap. Troubles for the 44. Checkered flag in the air for our final qualifier of the night. Brandon Overton turns it around from 17th to 8th. Goes Overton at a 15.702. So Ryan Gustin, quickest in Group A at a 15.506, but quickest overall here tonight, getting the Simpson Performance Products quick time out of Martinsville, Indiana, in the Kohler Motorsports, Hoker Trucking, Sunoco, Coltman Farms, Capital Waste, Bill Stein, Longhorn Clements, #20 RT, Ricky Thornton Jr., Hannah Newhouse is standing alongside RTJ.
Yeah, and Ricky Thornton Jr., you've been confident down here in Volusia over, the course of the last 2 weeks, but tonight's track, definitely something that we haven't seen throughout DIRTcar Nationals. A great qualifying effort. How do you feel like that's going to translate into these heat races and eventually the feature tonight?
Car's been really good. It's definitely a little muddier today than it's been. Obviously, a little bit of rain we got earlier. Looking at the board, I think it's me and JD on the front row, so that's going to be a little tough. Usually going out early is kind of an advantage, but I think the track actually just kept getting faster and faster. So I was worried that there was a lot of really good cars that went out late. Luckily, we were able to stay in front of them. Let's kind of wait and see how our heat race goes here. Hopefully, we can at least try to win it and put ourselves in the redraw.
And the redraw is going to be ever so important. A straight 6 redraw, Ruben, to draw for those top 6 positions. And you bet these drivers that are in the 6th heat race, they're going to be out here watching the first 5 heat races in front of them to see what they can learn, because this track's going to change a lot over the course of 6 heat races.
Yeah, and Hannah, hard to believe. How about this? As we look at the DIRTVision replay, this is Ricky Thornton Jr.'s first ever quick time with a World of Outlaws late models. That is hard to believe. And he will be making his 50th Outlaw start tonight. And of course, Ricky Thornton Jr., the current Big Gator point leader here at Volusia Speedway Park during the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals, trying to win his first ever Big Gator. Beautiful drone shot there on DIRTVision. Teams make their way back to the pit area to get ready for heat race competition. We're going to get ready for opening ceremonies for everyone watching around the world on DIRTVision. We thank you so much for joining us. So the Federated Auto Parts DIRTcar Nationals will step aside, and we'll be right back with more action from Volusia Speedway Park.